Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what are we doing here today on a Friday? As you know, these are your people here at AFN with the Friday Night Madness. This is your boy with my McLovin shirt on today.
Wow, that man really got a McLovin shirt.
I got a McLovin shirt on. So if you don't know who McLovin is, boy, you need to recognize. This is your boy, K Styles, a.k.a. the sixth man, a.k.a. the fullback. And to my stage, right. Hey, I see you over there. If they don't know you right now, this is Mad Mike Sports, a.k.a. the Mad Scientist, not Dexter's Laboratory.
No, not Dexter's Laboratory.
Laboratory. Man, what's going on, Mike? Hey, where's my manners? Do I need to go ahead and do it right quick since they know what time it is?
Just go ahead and use it because I'm almost out of my sweet tea. All right, so please, man, all right, help a brother out. I'm almost out of my sweet tea. I need you guys to hit that subscribe button. That's the only way that I'm gonna be able to fill it up. All right, the only way I'm gonna be able to fill it up is by you guys hitting that subscribe button. I need as many as you possibly can. Help a brother out, man. That's all we asking. I just need more sweet tea. That's it. That's all we need. Just hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. All right, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Hey, look.
I love the hell out. That's it, man. I love the hell out of some sweet tea. Y'all, I'm a country boy. I'm from the A, man.
Look. We got meow mix. We got meow mix. Meow mix. Meow mix. Please deliver.
I'm just trying to figure out why the hell I can't hear so well, and I got the goddamn.
No.
Bro.
Oh Lord.
I got my earpiece in. I'm like, I can't hear. I'm like, what the hell wrong with my ears? And I got my dad. Bro, I just tell you,
But you know what we got to do before we start the show is we definitely going to have to do the real roll call. Okay. As you know. Okay.
Boy, don't make me do it to you. Hey, I'm busy bone your ass. Don't make me do it to you.
Boy, the big difference is if you busy bone my ass, I'm hopping through this screen and I'm going to bitch slap your ass.
Well, that was a hype.
Producer at your
No, that was a hype. If you guys did not check out that versus that was one for the ages, bro. That was just
bro.
Hey man.
Bro, that was nostalgia right there, man. That brought back memories. That might have been one of the best ones we've ever seen.
Yes,
had all the drama and shit. But
it's like, man, this dude just really just like, bro, what? Like, it just came out of nowhere. Dude just like that, just snap.
Just snap like a motherfucker. But as we know with the roll call, you know, we got to get a few shout outs in here. We got Joseph Thornton. We got Noah Tendale. We got Ezekiel King. We got Miss Asia Green in the building. We got Jerry Bowie. We got The Nation. We got Myra Jackson, Reggie C2K. We got Michael Walker. We got Sikbo Basie. We got Black Heart. We got Leo 123. We got Sean Nambo, Brian Cruz. We got Prove It, Brian Peoples. And let's get a couple more in here. We got Dre True Statement. We got Shady Zone 4. Xavier Littman. Hey, we got Jew Talk Sports here in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all show him some love. But before we start, we already got a $10 super chat by Black Car. He said, Mike, get you some sweet tea, my guy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Boy, you get about 4 of them things right there.
Yes, sir, man.
Depend on where you get them
where
from.
You go. Yeah.
Better go to Sam's Club for it.
If you like me, I stockpile mine. So yeah, I have something for a good. I have something for a good minute.
Exactly. But we got Ricondo here as well. But let's go ahead and get it popping, man. Mike, what you got? What we got for the people today on this Friday night madness?
Oh
Ooh, man.
man.
Because I know a lot of people kind of seeing the title, and we already getting a couple eyebrows like, are we really discussing Matt versus Tom Brady? No, motherfuckers, we talking about the matchup between Atlanta versus Tampa Bay. They're just players in the matchup.
I mean, that's all y'all gonna recognize anyway. Is Tom Brady and Matt Ryan. Oh, Tom Brady beat Matt Ryan again instead of the Falcons. Instead of the Bucks beat the Falcons. That's how the highlights gonna be. How the headlines gonna be.
But what you got for him? What you got in store for him, Mike? What we got in store for him?
How
do you want to start it off?
Let's start off like this first. Yeah. Wow. Your boy. I'm first of all, I want to let you guys know last year. I don't know if it was last year. It might have been last year, but Bruce Arians. Yeah, it was last year. Bruce Arians pretty much threatened him. Said if he get in any trouble, that he was pretty much out here, and that threat has come. He's pretty much put it out there that his future is in doubt. They don't know for sure if he's going to be a Buck ever again. Because if you guys have not heard, I'm positive everybody have heard, but this boy decided he wanted to get a fake COVID card instead of just like, I like why like.
You said why? Just
why would you do such a thing? Why would you do such a thing? And do you really believe that this dude is either is he either a guy that he's just a wild guy? Like he's a guy that doesn't really do rules and he's just a rebel at heart, or he's just suffering from a CTE. Like, you know, this dude is a rebel, or he's just suffering from CTE.
Ooh, are we talking about AB with the COVID thing, or we just talking about
with
AB
the COVID? Just like his
in general
behavior, his behavior is just weird. Like, is this a case where this dude is like he really has some mental issues, or this is just AB just doing AB stuff? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you. Well, this is the thing. And like I said, this is my opinion. This is K Styles' opinion piece. The thing about it was Ryan Clark said on that live TV about AB and how he kind of had beef with AB a little bit was because he was saying like once this guy gets like some type of fame or money, he's gonna change. I don't know. It just seemed like ever since that game against the Bengals when Burfitt knocked his monkey ass out, it just ain't been right since.
Yeah.
But it's like he got all this notoriety, you know, catching the touchdowns and being one of the top guys and getting paid and stuff. I think in his mindset, he kind of feels like he's untouchable. He kind of felt like he was untouchable. John Cena reference. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. But
wow, but, I like that
one. Wrestling fans should get that one. Like word life. But yeah.
Feel me.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just one of those things. Is once he kind of got into the spotlight, it was like a drug to him. So that's why when you say he's kind of like being a rebel or doing the AB things, because like I said, he just feels like since he's one of those top receivers and put up those top receiver numbers in this league, he just feels untouchable. Now, when it comes to the COVID card thing, I'm about to say this dude don't watch the news because they putting felonies on people doing this stuff on regular people. So why even put yourself in that situation?
Why would you put yourself? That's the biggest thing. Like, I just don't get
it. He said he got it from Tom Brady. I don't know, man, but it's just one of those things that he don't have the type of guys around him that can keep him in check, or he doesn't want to surround himself with those type of guys to keep him in check.
So you think Ryan Clark really had a point where he was saying, you know, this guy get a hold of money, he's going to change. Like, you're going to see the real person come out when they get money.
It seemed like once he got that notoriety, like I said, it kind of started right there. But like I said, it was getting there. But like I said, when Burfitt blew his ass up in that game, it's almost like you said, like the screws just there. Now AB sitting here twerking in the end zone. He sitting over here. He dropped kicking punters during a punt return and shit. I'm like, dude, calm your ass down.
I don't know what that kid, like, bro. I don't know what that was. That man dropped kicking punters.
And the thing about it is, Antonio Brown's a damn good receiver. But it's just one of those cases where ego gets the best of you sometimes, and some folks just don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, I honestly think that's what it is. I'm just gonna be real. I don't think, like, you could easily say, "Oh, dude got CTE," but like, he's been like this for quite some time, and like, he hasn't had too many off the field issues, but like, especially now that he's been with the Bucks, so you can't tell me that it is CTE. I think this dude just think he's one of those people where he's untouchable, and nobody can see him, and nobody could see him, and nobody could do anything to him. Can't nobody really tell him anything. I think that's exactly what it is. The dude he's all about himself. At the end of the day, he's all about himself, and he's gonna do what he want to do. And Blackheart.
Hey,
bro, that's some people is like that. They gotta be in the spotlight somehow, some way.
He's a narcissist. Like I said, when you hear him in interviews and when you hear him talking to people, like he doesn't insinuate that, because he knows how to talk. He knows how to talk with respect when it comes to people interviewing him and stuff. But it's like, it's always something. It's like, it's something back there. It's like, I got to be a certain touch. And there was a comment here. Bubba Gump said, just like TikTok Juju. And that should have been the telling point right there, is when Juju Smith-Schuster got voted as kind of like a player that the team liked. And Antonio Brown had a problem with Juju. Like, Juju wanted to learn under Antonio Brown. But once the players started respecting Juju, Antonio went crazy in Pittsburgh. He wanted out. He was hoping bad things happened to Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm like, dude, Juju eating off of you. You supposed to be big bruh. You acting like side chick.
That brings me a question. I got a question. And that's kind of I want everybody's opinion on this though. So you guys can put your answer in the comments. But do you think that this is a new issue with receivers, being that these guys are getting these crazy contracts? They getting to a point where it's $20 million a year as a receiver. Because back in the day, it's like, yeah, we had receivers. They had ego. Randy Moss had their ego, but Randy Moss actually played. You didn't have to worry about Randy Moss. Every once in a while, he'll pull a stunt like he did in Oakland, where he, just didn't play. He just stood there on the side. Like, you would get one of those types of things every once in a while. But he was trying to prove a point when he was doing that. But when you didn't have to worry about him practicing, not practicing, you didn't have to worry about Randy Moss, going crazy on a teammate for absolutely no reason, getting arrested and like stupid stunts like this. You didn't have to worry about Randy Moss like that. So do you feel as though that a lot of these issues, especially I wouldn't say issues, the money that these receivers, in particular receivers, are contributing to the behavioral issues as far as these guys, pulling stunts like Antonio Brown. It's like really going to these guys' head. Well, they think like, look, I'm Julio Jones. Y'all should be doing things my way. I'm Antonio Brown. You should be doing things my way. I'm offended about this and that. It's like, you think that has a lot to do with the money that these guys are making? Because these guys, like I said, Julio Jones was making what, 21 or something like that, 21 million going into his new contract. And I think Mike Thomas, he was making about 20 million himself. So you think that has a lot to do with these receivers? They're making so much money, like you can't really tell these guys anything. Like they're really going to their ego.
I don't think the money has anything to do with it. Like you said, that's just the beat. That's just the nature of that position. You have to be some type of diva like that, because you have to remember, as a wide receiver, your numbers are based on everybody else's production. So a wide receiver is only as good as the quarterback that's throwing him the ball. And if the wide receiver is not getting passes, they're not going to make no money. So that's why their mentality is like, I want the ball, give me the ball, I need the damn ball. Because they know if they're not catching passes, they're not getting paid. Now, like I said, the money can add to that, but it's also dependent on the player. Cause what do they always say? Money, I forgot how that saying go. Money only brings out, what they say?
What's already in YouTube. Like I forget this saying, but it's pretty much just
Madness said it here. He said it here, but it was. I'm trying to think of the exact quote. It's like, money like I said, money will reveal basically. No, money will make what your character is a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're kind of a selfish guy and you ain't got money, you're not gonna show it like that. But if you a selfish guy and you get a whole lot of success and money, all it's gonna do is heighten it up. So Madness got it right. I was just trying to think of the technical version.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's just the beast of the possession. Like you said, you have to deal with those type of egos because they know, and then like you said, they know without the quarterback, they not finna get money. They're not gonna get paid. You're not finna get recognition. You're not finna get endorsements. And that's the same thing. Like I said, that's the same thing go for the quarterback. The quarterback has to have the wide receivers that can make plays. They got to have the offensive line that can protect them. You got to have the running game that can protect them as well in order for them to be comfortable. The running backs have to depend on the offensive line. They got to depend on the wide receivers blocking outside, the fullbacks blocking. So everybody depends on everybody. It's just that with the wide receivers, they have to run their routes 100% effort every time. And they want to be compensated with passes and looks.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a wide receiver and you're running your routes 100% and you're only getting 2 targets, that's where it's going to come out like, motherfucker, throw me the damn ball. You see me over here doing this and blocking. So I just think it just comes with the position, and it's just based on who the guy really is.
So that's just truly who he is. At the end of the day, he's just pretty much money is just at the end of the day, it's revealing, who you really are. I totally agree with that.
Right. So what do you think on that? Well, how do you feel on that? You kind of feel the same way, or you got a different
opinion? I kind of feel the same way. The same way. I just some people do it. Some people, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we kind of saw what it did to Julio Jones. Like everything was all good, when he was here. He was always the guy. He was gonna get paid. Julio was gonna get paid, and then it's like, yeah, you got to the Super Bowl, you did this and you did that, but like it just came out of nowhere. It's like when Michael Thomas, and like I said, you can see signs of it. Now you can see signs like Michael Thomas. I forget who got paid before Michael Thomas, but the first time he got his money, Julio Jones, I think he held out one time, or he kind of made mention of it. The first time he got paid, he held out. He did he held out. And Matt Ryan ended up giving the first time. It was the first time. Matt Ryan ended up restructuring his contract so he can get his money. Julio got paid. It was fine. But then you saw guys like I believe it was Odell. Odell got it. I don't think it was Antonio. It might have been
I think Amari Cooper got
Amari
paid
Cooper.
before.
Yeah, that's who. Amari Cooper, and then Mike Thomas. They end up getting and then Julio was like, shortly after, Julio was like, yeah, it's time for me to get paid. He ended up not showing up to training camp, like he's never done that. So it's like you can see guys' true character whenever that money comes, and you ain't the center of attention, you ain't the number one. You can really see people true character. So I think that's exactly what it is, man.
But yeah, like Ghost Pepper here say, money is only a tool. It'll take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. They ain't coming with them quotes today, boy. So they getting the mindset of how we think.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's just attention starved, man. And like I said, he should have known better with the vaccine card thing, because they've been blasting this thing on the news for the last year and a half. If you was gonna have any type of fake documentation of a vaccine card, it's possibility it's gonna be a fine, definitely, but it's possibility jail time. On a federal level. I think they said a federal level. I gotta look back at it though. But yeah, that's just crazy. Let's see. I know some people coming in here talking about. I know that the nation talking about. I can't wait to hear this Matt Ryan versus Tom Brady topic. They really coming here for that. That's what they want to see.
Hey man, I'll start. I'll just say it right now. All right, let's just go into that. All right, Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, and I don't think a lot of people gonna like what I gotta say as far as that concerned. I've stated before, when you talk about overall talent, I still think Matt Ryan has always been an overall more talented quarterback than Tom Brady. When you look at all the skill set and you take away the coaches, you take away the players, and you just say, all right, Matt Ryan versus Tom Brady. What do these guys do better than the other? And this is just a poll, all right? Again, this is just one of the things I think. So you look at arm strength. I don't think anybody can say that Tom Brady has a bigger arm than Matt Ryan. I don't think anybody in their right mind who can say that. All right. Matt Ryan clearly has the bigger arm. Accuracy. I think that's a toss-up. But when you look at the numbers in itself, even this year, Matt Ryan has a better completion percentage, a career completion percentage than Tom Brady. Again, that's something that a lot of people don't want. These are conversations that people don't want to talk about. You look at the ability to move around in the pocket, pocket awareness. Does Tom Brady or Matt Ryan have better pocket awareness? Like, that's where it gets tricky for me, because pocket awareness also can be it can be manipulated, because you got better offensive linemen. It's like if you got 300-pound guys constantly coming after you, and the guys are not blocking, and then you try to compare, all right, who has better pocket awareness. It's like, how can I gauge that? Like, how can you gauge pocket awareness when Tom Brady has a better offensive line than Matt Ryan? So, like, what do you think as far as the pocket awareness? Because I think that's where it gets tricky. Nobody in their right mind would say he's a better athlete than Matt Ryan. I don't think anybody. So, again, I think when you look at their skill set and what they like, even what scouts said, like, you can look at the scouting report. Tom Brady was not even supposed to be as great as he is now. Like, scouts never saw it. Like, he was ranked, I think 6th or 7th round or something like that. So he dropped. So obviously, when you look at the scouting report, it's Matt Ryan hands down. But I think where it gets dicey is the pocket awareness. What do you think about that? Like, the Tom Brady versus Matt Ryan? Because that right there,
that is tricky, because see, like I said, let's go ahead and get this out the way about Matt Ryan's arm strength. He's not a big arm quarterback. That's not what his game is. Like I said, you could kind of see that the very first year that you wasn't expecting to get a big arm quarterback. I think where the separation between Matt Ryan and Tom Brady comes into, like I said, when you like when you say about the pocket awareness in the offensive line, Brady's not really a big arm quarterback neither. I think I like, me personally, from what I've seen, I think Tom Brady's arm might be a little bit stronger than Matt's. Not by much. But the thing about it is, he, like, when you see him throw the ball, Tom got a little bit more of a snap to it that makes it look stronger. See, Matt's kind of smooth with his, so it kind of looked like he got the Chad Pennington thing going on, where it just looks
Brady
like
throws. Brady, the reason why it looks like that, because I played quarterback. The reason why it looks like that, because he lofts the ball in the air. Matt Ryan doesn't loft the ball. It's almost like Aaron Rodgers. How Aaron Rodgers, when you see him, he lofts the ball in the air. Matt Ryan, when he comes, he throws it. It's a straight. It got a little bit of oomph, because he's throwing it. He's already tall, but he's throwing it more flat than Tom Brady. Like, when you see Tom Brady is putting his all his body and all his hips into the throw. Matt Ryan, he uses his feet and he throws it with straight line. It's a different type of throw. So when you look at Tom Brady's throw, he lofts it. He lost the balls in the air. That's how Aaron Rodgers. So I can see why you say it's like the arm strength.
Yeah,
it looks different because they throw the ball differently.
Yeah,
like Matt Ryan throws a little bit straight line.
Yeah.
Tom Brady lost the ball in
there. Yeah. But when we're talking about strong arm quarterbacks, we're talking about the standard and strong arm quarterbacks nowadays is Patrick Mahomes and stuff like that. Because if you don't have the Patrick Mahomes arm, you're known as a weak arm type quarterback to certain people. So, but the thing about it,
it's a toss up between
Yeah, but the thing about it is, where they difference at is you have to look at the type of systems that they run. That's what I look at. Like I said, I look at the systems that they run, because if you look at Tom Brady's been running the same system since 2000. Even down in Tampa Bay, like I said, they had to. I'm trying to remember. Didn't they say that they had to call Bill Belichick? Oh no, I think it said something about calling Josh McDaniels and figure out what Tom likes to do, and they kind of. I don't know, but like I said, if you look at Tom Brady, he's literally have run the same system since 2001. So that's kind of why it kind of looks like Tom is so consistent, because this is what we talk about. The one thing that quarterbacks have to have too is they have to be able to be in a system for a elongated period of time in order for you to get the best out of them. Matt Ryan's different case is he has a new offense every 5 years, every 4 or 5 years. So he has to learn different nuances. Because you think about it, you went from Greg Knapp, Mike Mularkey, like I said, you had Dirk Cutter, Steve Sarkisian, Kyle Shanahan. As we know with Dirk Cutter, he is a long ball. We gonna throw the ball downfield offense. That's not what Matt Ryan does. That's not his game. See, when you look at how Tom Brady played, it is a West Coast offense system, which allows him to get the ball out 3-4 seconds. And like you said, you utilize his skill set, which may not be the best arm, but you get it out quick. And that's where they build the team. They build the team in the trenches to accentuate that. Let me see. Hold on. Somebody said, oh no, Tom Brady be throwing ducks too. I done seen him throw plenty of ducks.
It's two different.
And that's the issue too, because we talk about ducks. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time was known to throw a lot of ducks too. And Mike ain't gonna like when I say it, but Peyton Manning
I already know.
Peyton Manning used to throw a whole lot of ducks too.
I know. But it's all about timing.
It's all about he had the timing with the receivers. So when he threw those ducks, they didn't look like him because he knew where the receiver was gonna be. 3 yards before the cut. But
they knew that. They knew where the receivers were going to be, and the receivers knew where they had to be so they can get that ball.
But really, the biggest difference between the two is really more so reputation. It's really what it comes down to. It ain't even the skill set. It is not. The skill set is not really the difference. It's the reputations behind them. When you look at Tom Brady, the main thing that you see is Psycho Tom. You see this guy, he's making clutch throws in certain key moments. But what happens with that is you got to realize he's on, and like I said, that's why I say with all quarterbacks are cogs of a machine that has to work together. See, when we talk about Tom Brady, we forget to negate the other guys that help him succeed. When we talk about Matt Ryan, his reputation. See, and the thing is, and I think this is kind of where we kind of see where the fan base is as far as how Matt Ryan, like I said, instead of saying Matt Ryan underachieved with what he had, or like he could have been better than what he had. See, they don't use the words. Basically use the word like, "Oh, he sucks," or "He the worst quarterback Atlanta's ever had." You still hear that a lot. But yeah, I just think it's just all on reputation more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady's beloved in his city. Matt Ryan's hated in his. That's really what it comes down to.
And you made a great point.
He's been hated in this season since 2008.
It really has. It really has. It really has. And this right here, you made a great point as far as the system, and that's why I said, this is just from an arm strength level. You gotta have a big arm to play quarterback in Dirk Cutter's offense. That's all he throws. All his throws are deep, and a lot of deep outs, deep ends, post routes, and 9 routes. Like that's all you have. Like that's all his offense. His offense is for the most part. So you can't have a Tom Brady never played in anything other than the West Coast offense. So it's like, have we really seen Tom Brady's arm strength? And that's the thing. It's like you made a great point as far as like playing in the West Coast system. His arm looks a lot stronger when he's playing in that system, because in that system, he doesn't have to, overexert his arm. He can save some for the fourth quarter to make that one big time throw. When you play in the Dirk Cutter system, it's constant deep routes and constant accuracy with those. So you tire your arm out towards the end of the season. That's why in his offense, you see guys like Jameis Winston making a lot of mistakes, because these guys are like, they've been throwing the ball, 40, 50 times a game. And these are good quarterbacks, but at the end of the day, it's like these guys get tired. And this is why it's like, I give guys like Matt Ryan, who's played in different schemes. I give Drew Brees, he's played in different schemes, because he wasn't always in Sean Payton's offense. Like he's played in different styles.
He been in that Sean Payton offense for over 12 years though.
12 years, yeah. So
exactly.
I like the debate, because like I said, I love quarterback. Everybody know that I'm a quarterback guy, scheme guy, and I think that's why I say it's two people that I think have the biggest arm. I don't think anybody have a big arm than Brett Favre. I'm just gonna be real. That dude can sit down. I've seen him falling backwards, and this dude launch down. Y'all think Aaron Rodgers got a big arm? I've seen this dude running backwards, and then he just turn around. He'll turn around, do a spin move, and then turn around, plant his feet, and launch them. I'm like, bro, what is Brett Favre? That dude had the biggest. If you talk about arm talent, I don't think anybody had more arm talent than Brett Favre.
And the crazy thing I say about that is, I think Aaron Rodgers is a way better quarterback than Brett Favre ever was.
Oh, he a better quarterback. I'm just talking about.
He ain't got the Brett Favre. The thing about Brett Favre is, he got that arm, but the other team had an opportunity to catch that motherfucker too. Now,
look, I love that though. I'm probably the majority. I'm probably in the minority, but I like that. I like that in the quarterback.
Gunslinger mentality.
I love gunslinger, because like I want to look. Your ass you gonna be a receiver. You gonna get the ball. You gonna get the ball. And like a lot of quarterbacks are afraid to take those chances and get a receiver. That's what made Donald Drive and all those guys love him. Aaron Freeman, but what the motherfucking name? I know it's A. Freeman. What the hell his name is? His first name, Freeman.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah, Green Bay.
Freeman. Oh, Antonio Freeman.
Antonio Freeman. Okay, yeah.
I thought we were still talking quarterback. Like, wait a minute.
No, I said that's why. That's why I said that's why receivers like to play with Brett Favre, because they know they were going to have an opportunity to catch it, and especially in this day and age, they are trained to catch those back shoulder throws. Back then, they wasn't trained like that, so it gave them a shot. And most DBs, look, they knew they was going to have an opportunity to get a interception. So, like, for me, man, like I would rather for a guy to just go out and throw it than a guy that's gonna be gunshot. That's just me.
I think it's a difference between being gunshot and being efficient. Like, yeah, there's some guys that was gunshot like hell. But I think what it is efficient. Like I said, it's rare that you like. That's the reason why I say Aaron Rodgers is better than Brett Favre, because it's the efficiency that he has compared to Brett Favre. Now, like I said, Brett Favre in the era that he played in back in the 90s, Brett Favre was a whole nother animal. That was kind of like I ain't gonna say it was an anomaly, but it was just he fit that era in the early 90s. It was like that was Brett Favre's era. But look at this comment right here. He said Brady has had average supporting cast around him and made them look great.
Man, stop.
I don't know about that.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, we just literally just name you. I can name 3 of them off the bat, and 3 of them are Hall of Famers in my opinion.
I don't know about that, because you have to think about it. He's had at least 2 or 3 offensive linemen. He had at least 2 offensive linemen go all pro. Quite a lot.
Yeah, we're talking about all pro offensive linemen.
And then you also got to look at defensive wise and look at the goddamn talent they had on defense that allowed that offense to do.
Do we have to go through that again? Do we really have to go through that list again? Like, I can just name 2 Richard Seymour. Everybody who's a Georgia fan remember Richard Seymour.
Dude, like I said, Richard, yeah. Otis Smith.
Otis Smith is another one. Yes. I love Otis Smith.
Shit, Teddy Bruschi, Junior Seau, Lawyer Malloy, Rodney Harrison. Like I said, that's just defense alone. And like I said, and a lot of people don't understand in them early 2000 seasons with Tom Brady, motherfucking Kevin Falk was such a weapon for them.
Absolutely.
Kevin Falk was such a weapon for him, bro. Like he basically is what everybody see in Darren Sproles. That's what Kevin Falk was. But I think a lot of people say he didn't have that much of a supporting cast, because when you look at the receivers are not really big name like that. Like, when you look at his receivers that he's always had like a Troy Brown or a Deion Branch, David Givens. Like I said, he had Randy Moss. Let's see. And then that's before they started bringing in. Oh, we forgot another good damn player he had, Ben Oates.
Yeah, I know him.
Ben Oates. Like I said, he had a whole lot of talent.
See, but the problem. See, but the from Georgia, I forget he.
Ben True?
Watson.
Benjamin Watson. Yeah, Benjamin Watson. Then you also have to look. Gronkowski, Aaron Hernandez. Actually, Aaron Hernandez was actually better than Gronkowski. Like I said, like I said, but the thing about it is all his good players fit into that system. All his players fit into that one
David
system.
Patton was solid. Those were solid receivers. Like, you can't, like, the misconception is a lot of people just like to say, if you're not a Randy Moss or Julio Jones name, that you're not a good receiver. Like, every one of those receivers when they went to other teams, they still put up big time numbers. Like they put up some good numbers. Julian Edelman was a good receiver before he came to the Patriots. Wes Welker, I think we all know what Wes Welker was. Like, dude was a baller. So these guys were very good players, solid players. That dude has not lacked any talent. That's so far from the truth.
Right.
Do we have to bring up Chandler Jones again? Like, do we got to bring that one up again?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, the biggest difference between Tom Brady really and Matt Ryan is Tom Brady has kind of made more of the opportunities that he did have. And like I said, that's not just on him. See, the only thing that I have a problem with Tom Brady is when you look at these games and watch the games, Tom Brady can have an average game. And everybody else can have a magnificent game. But they throw everybody else out the wayside and say Tom Brady did it by himself. It don't work like that. But I want you to answer this because the nation had another one. I think you might want to answer this one, Mike. He said, is Matt Ryan making this supporting cast of now look great? What are you like? Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, wait. You not, bruh. Nah, it ain't not like you said.
Hell yeah! Do you know any one of them mother? Do you have any clue who any one of them are in college? Do you know what OZ did in college? Do you know what Tajay Top did in college? Do you know what damn, I'm having trouble even naming the motherfuckers. I can tell you everything I need. Duh.
Yeah. Like you said, if like that, you got to have at least some type of comparable guy that can fit into a role, a number two or whoever. We don't even have enough. We don't even have a
number two. But we got Russell Gage, and Russell Gage was like a fourth or fifth receiver
at best.
At best, that he was playing special teams at LSU. That's how he really got noticed.
Right. And hey man, shoot, I just said like this. I'm about to say, can you name any other quarterback right now that's had this type of deficiency at the wide receiver position in the NFL right now?
Hell
no.
Hell no.
Anime came
mother whooping no. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Oh my goodness.
I'm bringing the Falcons and UGA some luck this weekend, y'all. All right.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
I need y'all to beat Alabama so I can laugh at people. I need y'all to beat them. For the love of God, I don't want to hear no Roll Tide.
I don't want to hear no Roll Tide. So that midget better. We're gonna get into it. We
better do something, boy.
What's up, people?
But yeah, man, you like I just saying, just think about, like you said, name any other quarterback in the league right now this year that have the type of weapons that the Falcons have right now.
What weapons?
Exactly.
Like I said, I had trouble even naming who the hell they were. Like that. I was so serious. I was trying to remember. That's the problem.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, dang. You still trying to find that Hawk shirt? Well, I guess I just got the exclusive. I'm sorry, people.
Whatever. Whatever. But man, it's but like you said, at the end of the day, it's just basically it's just reputation between Matt and Tom Brady, regardless. Like I said, Matt Ryan, like I said, and I'll be honest with you, Matt Ryan really is playing in the wrong city because he was gonna get booed and booed out the building before he even threw his first pass. So let's be honest with
Honestly,
you.
I think he's playing in the right city because that's what drives him. Matt Ryan doesn't need cheers.
And I think, hey, look. I'm glad you said that because I think that's what's making a lot of people mad too. The fact that they criticizing him,
Get to him.
and he's like, man, fuck all y'all.
Yeah, you can see it on the field. Matt don't give a damn. Like if I honestly think if Matt played in any other team, I don't think he'd be as good as him.
Man, Matt Ryan clock in, do what he need to do, and get on. He don't be caring about no social media.
About none of these people.
I think his wife is more social media savvy than he is, because it's like,
she going after everybody. See, the thing is, the people in Atlanta, they want busy bone type of motherfuckers running quarterback.
Oh man, you don't took my joke. No. I was like, are the Falcons gonna do that? To busy did to
exactly. See, they want a quarterback that's gonna throw Gatorade bottles at people.
Exactly. We need to get ignorant. That's what we need to get.
That's why they say he's not fiery, because he ain't throwing stuff at people.
Oh shoot! Put that mic on that man. That man throwing F-bombs. I'll tell you that.
And that's why I said I don't think like Matt thrives. I really believe that if he did not play in Atlanta, I'm not saying he wouldn't be a good quarterback. I just don't think he'd be as great, because you can look at like when people doubt him, he have a bad game. Matt Ryan just like, you can see him the next game. Matt very seldom have back-to-back terrible games. He's that competitive. So, like, I don't think he'd be as good if he didn't play in Atlanta.
I think the opposite. I debate that with you. I think that if you put Matt Ryan in any other offensive scheme with a different O-line, I think Matt Ryan would flourish somewhere else. I feel like we don't deserve Matt Ryan. That's just my
we know that. That's for damn sure.
We know that. Hey, I'm about to say, sometimes you gotta say it like this. Sometimes you gotta be careful what you ask for.
Yeah. Well, of course, I don't want Matt Ryan to go.
Like I said, we could be in a situation where we be looking for a quarterback for the next 7 to 10 years. And these folks already ain't got no damn patience for a losing season. You think they're gonna be willing to lose 7 more seasons to find a quarterback?
They'll be satisfied with that, long as Matt Ryan ain't on this, then they can, we rebuilding. I'll be happy with that. I think they'll be happy.
Hey, I'm about to say, JT said he'll donate his tickets, man. He said he tired of losing home games, man. Hey, man.
Well, bring them up. Hit Miss Maggie T. Maggie T. Her email, send it to her, and we can make use of it.
Yeah, we can make it.
Donate it to AFN. We'll make use of it.
We'll make use of it. We got plenty of fans
we're gonna make plenty of use of them. We're gonna give them. We're gonna give them to people that want to be there.
Yeah, give them to the people. If that's seriously, send them to AFN. All right, you can email these things these days, so you can email it to me, Miss Maggie, and we make use of it. We can send some people to the game that really want to be. If you tired of it, send them to AFN. We got the email. We got all that for you.
Hey, we always tell people, boy, you are not hog-tied or being held hostage to go to these games. Like I said, the thing about it is, if you don't want to be at them games, hey, that's your that's your right as a fan. Like I said, you just don't be selling your tickets to opposing fans. You sell them to folks that are fans that want to be there.
Don't give it to the people that don't supposed to be on that side.
Mm-hmm. Look. Rodney Brown said, "I don't want no Joey Heritage or Kirk Kitten."
Kirk Kitten, oh boy, I forgot about that name.
Boy, Doug Johnson was terrible.
Woo, boy.
Hey, boy, Doug Johnson was terrible, boy.
Doug Johnson was my goodness.
Look. I remember when Michael Vick went down for that season, boy. Them fans said they not going to no game because Michael Vick ain't there. I remember.
It's like they were not having it. They were not showing up. Mike Vick. What the hell we going there for?
Exactly. But But yeah, like I said,
hit that subscribe button. Hit
the subscribe button. Definitely, man. Y'all better hit them likes.
Hit the subscribe button.
You better hit them likes. Hit them likes. Hit them likes. We got strippers coming on screen really soon.
Man, that will be epic. You know what? I'm gonna make that happen one day. We're gonna have some Falcons scrippers. Maybe they'll get y'all to subscribe.
Maybe y'all subscribe then.
We get strippers in here, boy.
Now you gotta say scripples. We from
we love them scripples.
It's from Atlanta. We don't need no Miami strippers. We need scripples. That's what we need.
Exactly. You'll have about 3,000. You have 3,000 subscribers to get some scripples on here.
I'm gonna go ahead and call Bonquisha up. I'll make that work, y'all.
Oh Lord.
What else y'all need? Some lemon pepper Lou wings too. We're gonna go ahead and do that Magic City style.
Trauma Lodge. It was a blackout, not on TV. Yeah, I mean, shit. That's kind of what we had to deal with.
That was OnlyFans. Wait a minute. That's a new hustle. What's going on, mister?
Oh my God, drop that Oh Lord.
We ain't gonna do this today, y'all. That's why I be behind my scenes.
Is that when you come on in, boy? They want that. They flirting. They say damn us. They want.
Damn the hell. We don't need Mike. We don't need K Styles.
I just know I've been missing in action. I said I thought I'd grace my face a little bit.
Right.
I'm still alive. I'm here. Y'all just catch me on the news. But by the way, people, did y'all know we had a website? Just to go ahead and interrupt things while we moving on to the next subject. If y'all didn't even know, Atlanta Falcons Nation is beyond YouTube. In case you haven't discovered, we are also on AtlantaFalconsNation.com. It's AtlantaFalconsNation.com. Nothing else. Plain and simple. It's not AFN.com, but AtlantaFalconsNation.com. While y'all right here, go ahead and check on it, click on it, check some things out, leave some comments, just like y'all do on YouTube. We really trying to get some more traffic, get a lot of, activity going, because we really trying to make some big things happen in the city of the A next season. Of course, if we making it in the playoffs and doing all right, crossing fingers, we might doing some meet and greets. I'm thinking I'm ready to go ahead and just at least get everybody been requesting one. I know everything has been kind of up and down for the last place that we took, but of course that flopped because you can't do business with certain folks. So, but I would like to do another meet and greet. So if y'all want a meet and greet, I need some red and black in the chat. We can maybe do a tailgate show up or anything that we can get together, but we got to get our family together. Like, it's been too long. It's been 2 years pretty much. Y'all been watching us for a little bit with the Atlanta Falcons Nation on YouTube. So if y'all want to get with us for real, all right now, let us know. I want some red and black in that chat. All right, Drew's true statement. Okay, I'm gonna look you up. Dre, my bad. Look you up, but y'all go ahead. I don't want to keep promoting. I just wanted to go ahead and jump in. You good? We got a lot of people on this Chizat.
No, you good. Hey, they got to promote, because like I said, eventually the YouTube broadband gonna be too big. Might go down the wayside, boy. That website is really where the money gonna be at. So hey, y'all, that's what we trying to do the damn thing at.
A lot of stuff you'll be able to do. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to be able to do.
We're working on.
Yeah, that way on the website. I promise you that.
Right. Because you can only say certain things on here. You can only have certain opinions here on YouTube. That website, you can get it all. You can get Mad Mike for real.
I don't know why it's showing all black and white, but of course I see the red and black, but it don't show right on.
Yeah, it's saying, that's weird.
Yeah, StreamYard smoking crack.
StreamYard tripping again.
It's smoking crack.
All right, people. So what you need to do, what I will do is I will drop a community tab link about the meet and greet. And of course, I'll drop the website as well. But let us know exactly if y'all tailgate where Atlanta Falcons Nation can kind of meet some people, or if you got some ideas of a good location that we can all just get together on an off game. When they're away. You know what I'm saying? Especially when doing the playoffs. I kind of do want to get together during the playoffs, some type of way. So,
oh my god, hey, that would be very interesting. With the very first one would be the very first playoff game.
oh yeah, that'll be
Boy,
epic.
it's gonna be, it's gonna. Hey, look, the thing is, I don't call them Matt Ryan haters no more. I don't even call them assess no more. I call them views. The views are going to be mad as hell if the Falcons make the playoffs. I'm just letting y'all know that now. You want, Maggie? You want to know why I call them views?
Why's that?
Because the only time they watch anybody's Falcon content is if Matt Ryan is the subject or the Falcons lose.
Wow.
That's why we call them views. That's why we call them views.
Man. Andrew, yeah. Wow, this man. I used to do radio. I forgot all about that. Yeah, hey man, I've been in this game for quite some time. But yeah, I'm trying to bring a lot of that back. We're trying to get back, do some things with the podcast, radio, all that. Like we're trying to do a lot of things. So we like I said, head over to Atlanta Falcons Nation. We're going to, what I might do also is create a newsletter for Atlanta Falcons fans where, you can get all the updates, the happenings of what's going on, not only through, the Falcons, but, maybe Georgia. You might get some Georgia stuff in there. You might get some Brave stuff in there. Like you might get a lot of updates from different content creators, like Cassidy. Cassidy, man, she does a wonderful job. If y'all have not seen Cassidy, she's brilliant. She's such a great, she does Braves content. Like I said, she's brilliant. It's so many different guys that I want to be able to give them, that's what Maggie and we want to be able to help people and give you guys, the first-hand knowledge of what good content really is.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And Reggie said if we appeared on Apple Podcasts, it's funny as you mentioned that. We are actually on streaming media sites. Mm-hmm. So if you type in Atlanta Falcons Nation on Spotify, Apple, and some few other ones that I really don't know too well, but Atlanta Falcons Nation is actually on there. Now, of course, we've been a little bit behind on updating, but now that we kind of brought attention back to it, people that can't watch the YouTube channel can get at least my news clips. I don't know if y'all want to have like a whole podcast on there. If y'all would actually sit there and listen to
the whole
it.
Podcast.
Like if you want a whole podcast or anything on there, we can actually put it on there. So just let us know. Like I'm saying, we're innovating. We're trying to bring y'all because y'all donate, y'all help. We definitely want to do some giveaways. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that y'all put into this channel is going to definitely be given back to you. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? So keep it up. Keep supporting. Go on over to AtlantaFalconsNation.com, please. That's the big thing. I like YouTube, but that website, we got to get the traffic there. So y'all going over there since y'all didn't know about it. Now you know, people. And find us on audio streaming.
Now you know.
Yeah.
We might put the Atlanta Falcon Nation mixtape out there too. Y'all better quit playing.
Oh, you know what? Me and K Styles had a song.
We actually did.
My God, why you bring that up? Oh my God.
That shit lost in the art. That shit lost in the archive. So ain't nobody ever gonna hear it.
You know what? Hey, boy. Y'all don't want to.
I told you we is some fools over here, boy. You get everything.
Y'all want everything. Okay, look, we're gonna give y'all everything. That's what we're gonna do. But let's go ahead and get into these Tom Brady's Mr. Asterisk. What's going on? What's the next topic? I know we've been kind of promoting.
This is a question I have. Cuzzo, he asked me today, Falcons offseason plan and what are my my personal plan for the Atlanta Falcons based on what I've seen, thus far. And personally, I typically don't like to look too far ahead, but hey, y'all want it, I'm gonna give it to you. Like I said, all you guys have to do, ask the questions, leave the questions on AFN. I actually prefer you leave it on AFN so we can gather all the questions in itself. So go to AFN. Don't leave it under Mad Mike. Go to AFN. Leave all the comments under AFN so I can make the videos for you guys to to do answer as as good as possible. But my off-season plan, just based on this year, I've said it before. I don't think anybody can deny that what we've seen thus far as far as the receivers are concerned. I just don't see how Calvin Ridley is going to be back. I just don't see how he's going to be back. And I'm not saying that this relationship is done or it's finished, but from a business standpoint, it's just like, how can you overlook that? Like, you are in the first year of establishing a culture as a coach, and one of your best players that you named as a leader, he is no longer here. Granted, for a real reason, but it's like, okay, I know you need help, but how are you going to help me with this team? And if you have issues with personal issues, mental health issues, it's like, maybe I need to send you home. Maybe I need to send you to Florida. Maybe I need to send you to California. Maybe I need to send you to a team that's better suited to handle those types of things. So it's like, I don't know if that relationship is fixable. So I'm saying, I truly believe that the Falcons are already seeking a trade for Calvin Ridley, and they're just looking for the best suitors for not only him, but for them. So I'm expecting a trade for Calvin Ridley. That's my offseason plan as far as the draft is concerned. Obviously, I want Jordan Davis just for his ability to, blood in, blood out. I ain't talking about no damn, I ain't talking about no games, but I'm talking about them dogs, man. All right, them dogs. I love them damn dogs. So you guys, we gonna get it done. If little Stetson he behave, we gonna get it done. But I want Jordan Davis. I don't see us being able to get him, but we got to get us a receiver. This receiving core is god freaking awful, man. I just hate to say that, because we've never struggled. Our organization has never, ever struggled with wide receivers. That's one thing I could say. We have never, I can say that with a straight face. We've always had at least one good receiver, even going back to the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, 80s. We've always had one good receiver. Now we can't say that. Like, we can't say that now. So, whether it's in the first round, I believe it's in the first round. I really believe they're going to trade down, get more assets. Wherever they end up, trade down, get more draft picks, and they're going to really fix those issues with the not only tight end but wide receivers. Like, that's my offseason plan.
Well, I'm gonna say mine a little quick because I know y'all got something to say. But as far as going back to Calvin Ridley, as far as what's going to happen with him, even though he's away, he's really hurting himself. I understand he's going through a mental illness and things like that, but trading him, who's going to want to pick him up? Who's going to want to get that trade? And who are we going to get for him at this point? But yeah, I definitely don't see Calvin Ridley coming back. And like you said, we never had an issue with wide receivers. So I definitely feel like we got to. Now, my thing is, last season's draft, I was hoping that we kind of went more defense, as well. But of course, right now, it's just like apples and oranges right now. Like, which one you want? You want a better defense or you want a better offense? It's like, can never have the two that's matching, so. But I honestly was surprised we didn't pick up a lot of defense. So I definitely would love if we can get Jordan. We can get that UGI, get that big old big man. Look, you gotta tell
that
me
big old hunk
else.
of a man. That's what you're trying to say. That big old hunk of a man.
Love me some big old men's.
Well, by saying that, hey, look, I ain't saying nothing, but y'all can kiss the Jordan Davis goddamn draft goodbye.
Oh yeah.
Because if we winning, we ain't got a shot.
That was saying, like, he probably ain't gonna be available by the time we, because we trying to do something. So we probably ain't gonna get no luck there. To be realistic.
Like I said, the only way the Falcons have a chance of getting Jordan Davis, boy, he had to do terrible in the combine. You know how they take that combine shit serious for him to drop. But like with the Calvin Ridley thing, yeah, he's gone. I mean, at the end of the day, man, you have a new regime here. Like I said, these are guys that didn't bring you in. Like you said, you came in, you went out in a year where you was named one of the captains of the team, which means you are the guy. You are one of the guys that these guys look up to. And like I said, I'll trade his ass to Tennessee. Let him and
his brother.
Hey, look, I let him and Julio Jones have a Titanic.
Wow, like, really?
Yo,
here you go. I can fly. I'm flying. They can have one of them moments together. You
that man really just said that.
In your heart.
What's that commercial? No, it's not a commercial. I think it was on Dumb and Dumber where they was having that a moment together. That's so. But
yeah,
hey, man, Julio Jones, really, I just really think I think they in cahoots. I don't have any evidence to say this. I really don't. I'm just really winging it, but it's just the circumstances. It's just really, it's suspicious, and like I think that's the biggest issue when it comes down to the Falcons. It's like all of a sudden you crazy. I'm not crazy. Let me stop that. All of a sudden you have mental issues. You never had mental issues in high school, in college, your first 3 years as a pro, and then in your fourth year, you got mental issues. So if these dudes really are here,
nobody's saying the timing is bad.
The timing, bro, it's I'm like, come on, bro.
So
and it's just coming out of nowhere.
Let me say this. Let me ask this question. Don't the NFL have some protocols though?
Yes,
like
absolutely.
Mental health, awareness. They're big heavy on that since a lot of players have come out about it. So I mean, if he's really hurting like that, I would think that if anything, there'll be some type of encouragement. Well, man, you need to kind of get up and at least don't sit there and mope. And I understand whatever you got going on at home, but get out there and play. Just get out there, because sometimes it's nothing like just getting up when you're down in the press, getting up and working out, and getting your body in shape and things like that. Just running sprints and things like that. Don't you feel better? You feel a little energized. So it's like, I honestly feel, of course, we don't know what's going on in his household, but it's like, if you got supportive people on your side, they will encourage you. Like, come on, Ridley, you got to at least save your job.
Walk at the park or something. Let's go to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't been seen in public like nothing. That dude just fell off the face of the earth. So it's like I know a guy person who was like, he's so like really was in those streets. Like we all kind of know the guy that was out. They were taking pictures. People taking pictures with Calvin really here and there, and then, like I said, all of a sudden he just fell off the face of the earth. So, I want to say yes, every mental health is different for everyone, but
I get that. It's different for me too. Like that's why I've been missing in action. I've been going through my own things right about now, y'all. So it's like, but I still try to get myself up, do what I need to do, come on here and smile. It's like you got to surround yourself with people. You just can't sit there, because I'm telling you, I would sit there and lay in that bed and just forget, tune out the world.
Forget
and you don't want
to.
There you go. You don't want to get like that. You don't. So no, we're not getting on him for the mental illness, but it's like, if you're not truly like that, don't play it like that, because there's a lot of people that's really, 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 truly suffering from this. Now, Cole, like I said, we don't know what's going on with him. We can't say it. We're not there, but this is a perfect, even if he doesn't come back to football right away, be an advocate, Hey, I'm going through it. This is what I'm dealing with, and try, Hayden Hurts and everybody that's speaking out against it, go talk to your brethrens, about this too. Let's keep it open, because this dialogue needs to happen anyway, in sports, anything. Everybody's going through it, especially, this pandemic is still they got a whole new thing in Georgia that's going to all of a sudden pop up that came from Africa. Like, now y'all coming up with new strands of stuff where we finna be right back on that lockdown.
Right.
Well, folks are really losing their mind right about now. Y'all realize how these shootings are happening again, people killing kids. It's so much out there that people are really going through some things.
Going through. So if you're not really going through, if you really don't have, and like I said, that's where my issue lies. Like I said, of course we all deal with things in separate ways, but I'm the type of person, like, even for me, I'm gonna get up and do something. I'm gonna walk around. Like even if I'm depressed, you wouldn't really know it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And like people are different. But the people around me know me well enough to know, all right, something wrong. This nigga ain't cutting no.
They all know. They all know something ain't right about me. I just still off the face of earth. I ain't seen me about
2 days. So I'm wrong.
Yeah, if Maggie ain't on here cussing you out, something going on.
Yeah.
Right. Anime having one of her temper tantrums again. But to get to the point that you talked about, Maggie, as far as having like that structure, actually every team has like a group of therapists that kind of deal with issues and stuff like that are issued to each team. It's something that they've been doing for the last few years, because like you said, a lot of players are starting to come out with like depression and mental illness and stuff. Because you gotta think, you getting hit a lot in these games, and like I said, that CTE stuff is real. But like you said, you got Hayden Hurst, who's one of the advocates dealing with stuff like this. That's somebody you could talk to. Now, if it's like you said, and I'm kind of like, and I've said it before, it's like, don't let it be found out it's a situation where you're using the mental the mental illness to pretty much get use it as a scapegoat to get what you really wanted, and that was to get out of Atlanta because Julio was not here.
And just say it. If that's what you want, just say it.
Just
I don't want to be here. But I secretly feel like they already know that, like y'all said earlier.
Yeah, I think
they know what, because they go, Arthur Smith, he's never gonna give you anything. He was doing that like with Julio Jones. They already knew what was up.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, like I said, he just tired of hearing the Calvin Ridley question. It's like, bro, y'all keep asking me about Calvin Ridley one more time, I'm gonna take this believe sign that I got on this door. I'm gonna ball this shit up and shove it up your ass. You better leave me alone about that damn question.
We have a question from Matt Norris. How y'all feel about A.T. Perry?
I couldn't even tell you who he is. I
got to look at. I will actually look at that myself, and I will let you know.
Okay.
Okay. Let me.
That'd be something I look
on the
into.
screen so you can remember that.
Yeah.
See, I'll look out for K-Styles' response on that.
A.T. Perry. Cause the dude named A.T. Perry, like I said, with a name like that, he sounds like a big motherfucker. I did tell you that now. He sound like a basketball player.
And he sound like one of them AT. Was it a beep boop
boop boop? ATL ho, ATL ho, ATL. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna do it just like Proven said. Turn that some bitch sideways. I'm gonna do all that. Fred Butts here said, "Ain't nothing wrong with Calvin Ridley. He just mad because he got called out."
Man, wow.
But like I said, the thing was, and that's why we say it was such a bad timing, was because remember when the season, when they had the training camps and stuff like that, you see them hopping around. He like, yeah, man, I can take it to the next level and stuff like that. But it was like as soon as those passes, as soon as them first couple games when he started dropping them passes, it was like the energy changed. Because now in his mindset, he probably thinking like, I don't think I'm ready for this role, especially in this offense when they're expecting me to do the dirty work. Because Calvin Ridley is not a dirty work receiver.
Right.
He feeds off the other guy. Hey, look. That would actually be funny to me. Just send his ass to Tennessee, but then AJ Brown probably gonna start feeling jealous and shit. I mean, AJ Brown literally went down on both of his knees and proposed to Julio Jones in the offseason.
Down on bending knees.
He's like, sunny days, everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can
And what they got him?
They both hurt right now. That's fucked up, but they both hurt right now. They still winning games, but they both hurt right. It ain't because of them. I tell you that much now. Really ain't even really because of Ryan Tannehill, because he ain't playing that. He's not really playing good. But
what you think about Eric McDowell's comment? You think we need a veteran, or you think we need to go ahead and go drafting young?
You can do both.
And groom them. You
can do both.
Yeah,
the veteran receivers, we got an absolute doo-doo, so we just need to get some. Right, look. As Falcon fans, I can tell you right now, I rather take Sean Jefferson and Tony Martin, not Tony Martin. What was it? Tony Graham and Brian Fennerin over this wide receiver core right now. They weren't that great. Give me Brian Fennerin again.
I ain't heard that name.
Shoot, I would take him in a hot second right now.
Shoot. I'll take Trevor Gaylor over him right now.
What Roddy White doing? What he doing? Let's go ahead and see his knees good.
Exactly. Hey, Roddy, hey, you good for another 5 games? We need some help, please. I'm about to say, shoot, boy.
Shoot, he go harder for the Falcons than anybody else. Shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Roddy White still love the Falcons. Shoot.
Oh,
come on over here.
He'll cut your ass out over the Falcons.
And coach some wide receivers or something. Do something.
Exactly.
Do some work.
Shit, hell, get this guy to coach these wide receivers. You see this guy in my background? Get him to coach some wide receivers.
All of them. Did y'all watch the 91 thing on the Falcons? Man, like I'm saying, bring some of these old school heads back to the Falcons. They know the Falcons in and out.
No, we don't want to pay the price. Okay, stop.
Hey, look, Isaac Crown said he had toddler hands, but when it came to them tough catches, he damn sure made them tough catches though. That's what we did.
You say toddler hands? Oh,
Lord. He couldn't catch what the damn. He couldn't. The thing about Brian Fennerin, he dropped all the easy passes and caught all the tough passes. Right now, all wide receivers dropping everything. They ain't catching shit. They ain't even getting open. Andre Rising, shoot.
Bad Moon.
Exactly. Yeah, Andre Wright, shoot, right, shit. I about to say, man, Woodrow Dantzler, bring his ass back, something, anything.
Y'all finna make me go on back into the archive. Who else?
Woodrow Dantzler, shit, who was that wide receiver? Dez White, anybody, anything, Marty Booker, whoever, bring. I need somebody right now.
I'm gonna say y'all remember Dez White.
Oh yeah. Kerry Meyer.
Kerry Meyer didn't even play. I don't know where he was. I knew what these other guys were.
In that whole time he was here.
Boy, I tell you, boy, like I said, it's like watching Despicable Me out there. I'm telling you, bro. You're like, what? Yeah, Sean Jefferson.
Yeah.
Jefferson.
Joe Horn, of course.
Joe Horn. Who's some other one? Ashley. Here, goddamn it, Ashley Laley. Damn it, somebody.
Joe Horn. Sean Jefferson.
Michael Hayes. Shit, hell.
Greenback Goldberg. Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, shit. Hey, let him play.
Was a Falcon, people.
Yeah, he was a defensive tackle. Well, I'll take him over Tyler Davidson right now, but still. Oh yeah, Jamin Jermaine. Shit. Anybody. Well, look at Marcus Wembley. Like, goddamn.
Oh man. That's a name.
That's a name that Michael Jenkins. But hold on, let me look at. Hold on, y'all gonna make me go and start looking some stuff.
No one said I'm gonna look up like bring in Crumpler.
Algae, shit, anybody, because like I said, the problem is when you look at these Falcons, wide receiving core right now, like it's tough on Kyle Pitts right now because they literally are triple team bracketing him right now.
He got nowhere to go.
He got nowhere.
Let me ask y'all this question. I know there's a crazy question gonna make y'all think. Okay. Of all the players that we still freaking paying, would y'all bring them back? Who would you bring back? Since we already still putting them on our dime, would you bring anybody back? Because right now the Falcons need everything we can get on a kitchen sink. So
let me see who we paying. Hold on, who we paying right now? Let me see.
Somebody said Reggie Kelly, Donald Trump, Eric Wings.
Oh Lord, I don't want Mr. Fair Catch. I can't take that. This is all I saw. That motherfucker. I see that motherfucker fair catch a goddamn screen pass. I don't think we still owe Hooper. We don't owe Hooper no more.
I gotta look at that list. I was trying to find True. Somebody said I knew I was gonna see that name. I knew somebody was gonna say that. True Fun.
About Devontae Freeman.
Someone said Freeman.
I see.
And it don't even got to be former players we paying. I would just say putting it out there in the air, but former Falcon that's current. Would y'all bring some people back? Cordell Patterson.
I'll get out of here. Devontae Freeman. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I know he's doing good right now in Baltimore. I don't know. Like I said, it's as much as we get on Mike Davis about him running the ball, he does one thing well that Devontae Freeman doesn't, and that's pass block.
I don't want no Devondre Campbell. All right, that's a pure system guy. I don't want no parts of that dude.
He's doing okay. Like I said, Devontae Freeman doing okay, but I wouldn't say he's all world right now. I had to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't bring back nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. I'm having a hard time. Like, if I'm gonna word that question a bit better, I would say, if I had a chance to do things all over again, I would trade Calvin Ridley and keep Julio to try to make it work. I will make that situation work, but I'll trade Calvin Ridley. Just looking back now, because I'd rather have a guy that really doesn't want to play, or he has an issue. There is an issue, but other than a guy that just doesn't seem like he don't look like he want to play football. And Maggie, you had an excellent point. What team is gonna want him?
Yeah,
because he's not playing football.
Mm-hmm.
So I would try to at least salvage the relationship with Julio.
I see Beasley. I knew I was going to see that name eventually.
Beasley.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could. I think he could. Like I said, he play outside linebacker. I think he could work here.
Mm-hmm. I think that'll be a good one. I can see that.
I can see Vic Beasley. He'll actually play his natural position.
I think he'd actually even be a 10-sack guy under Pease, to be honest. I think this system is perfect for him.
Right. Let's see.
But I just don't. I can't deal. I can't deal with dudes with no heart, man. Like it just seems like he don't have no heart. And I'm
not
not
studying no Dan Quinn.
Nobody get about no damn Dan Quinn and no Keanu Neal. I don't see Keanu Neal playing good. No hell, he not. Okay, he not playing good.
Dan Quinn against a struggling team. All right. Yeah, he
don't have a real quarterback.
Yeah.
Who and then I know you heard that I think they might have lost Taysom Hill for like the next 3 or 4 games possible.
He been hurt. He been hurt. That's the reason why he's stuck right now.
But then they would just say that it was like a finger, though. It might not be as or maybe it was somebody else. It was somebody that just maybe it's a finger fracture, but it's not as significant.
But he's still gonna miss about a few games. And remember, he just got the hybrid contract deal last week. Oh man, somebody said bring back AOL dial-up.
No, we good.
Oh no. I keep Eric Harris right before I bring that back. No.
No, because I don't need nobody interrupting the internet calling my phone.
be playing the wrong zone and shit.
I'll bring back Tat McKinley.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. No. Like I said, if you just looking for pressures, yeah. But if we ain't getting no sacks, but what's the use of the pressures?
Yeah, man, Yahoo chat.
Man, I remember I used to have that America Online chat disc. I gotta see if I can find that shit. That chat disc. I seen that thing. Like, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god, man.
Nobody remember them days where you had to download the chat room in order to use with a CD.
Yeah. Oh my god. Y'all. Oh man. That's some struggling, boy.
John Abraham. Was that where in the world is Hayden Hurst? Hurt. That's all I could say. Okay, we got right here. Who y'all want in the draft? Shit, I don't really know who's in there outside of like a few names.
A lot of guys haven't declared yet, so that's the main reason why I don't do. I'll do a couple of them. You know, everyone maybe 1 or 2 for the most part because we don't know who's coming out. Like a lot of these guys might end up staying, just like they did last year.
Because I know a lot of people was talking about Kayvon Thibodeau and stuff like that, but he's kind of giving me that what's his name? Kavion Chazon. Remember how everybody was on his nuts when he came out? And where's Chazon now? So he's giving me that vibe.
Barely making any plays.
Shit, I done forgot he was. I just got lucky. Here you go. This is the answer, Miss Maggie's question right here. Not that one. Terry Poe. Him and Grady was such a good team, bro. I'm mad that they broke that up over $8 million.
Thomas Demetriou wanted to sign Muhammad Sanu. He gave Muhammad Sanu his money instead of Terry Poe.
Exactly.
And that's facts. He gave Sanu more money to bring back rather than bring back Poe. And then try to give him some cheap ass defensive tackle. What the name is? I forgot.
Hold on.
But he played for the then Redskins. And the McClain.
Robert McClain. Not Robert McClain.
No,
it wasn't
McClain.
Robert.
Yeah.
It was another McClain.
Something like that. It was
Terrell McClain. Terrell McClain.
Terrell? Okay.
Yeah. I'm about to say, you want to kind of open it up for people to come on here for a little bit, or you want to just whatever?
mean, it's rivalry week. I was hoping that we had a couple of Bucks fans,
Man,
but I think
ain't showing.
They fake. So they ain't got no real diehard.
Man, ain't no such thing, no damn Buck fans. They some Tom Brady.
The Tom Brady's, the Brady fans.
So we're gonna just open it up to the Falcons and just let it be the Falcons takeover because I tried, but they scare it. So
see, I want the view people. I want the views to come on. though. Them the ones I want. I want the views to come on. But
man, you can't be using terms like that. They don't know what you're talking about.
People who
don't like Matt Ryan, please raise your hand. Raise your hand. Put a hand in the chat.
Them the ones I want. Come on.
Brian Cox
and Terry Robisky. Shit, hey, they were some damn good coaches though. They kind of got scapegoated too.
Let's put it in the chat.
But
I know I did try Mr. Motivator, but you know how it is.
But like I said, at the end of the day, if y'all got some opinions y'all wanna just come on and just hit that chat.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Bring it in. Come on, join us. Come on. See what y'all got to say about this game. Do you think we got a chance? Do you think that we're gonna make it in the playoffs? What's going on? What's going on with that? I would like to hear y'all opinions. I know y'all.
Do you want to see the Falcons make it to the playoffs? Would be a good question too.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden Hutchinson.
The Brady Bunch. I like that. That is too funny, Ayers.
I want the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. We can do what we do. I don't know the damn.
Let's forget it, K Styles. You just ruined that whole moment.
I don't watch the Brady Bunch. I wasn't a fan of that.
I was.
Damn lie. That's the only thing that was on TV then. You watched that shit.
Well, I was watching Kung Fu movies all day. That's what I did.
All right?
Yeah, he was watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. That's what
I was watching that.
I was watching
that.
Teenage Mutant
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a house.
Come on now, we're gonna give y'all some singing. Come on this chat. Don't be scared.
Lord, anybody, just come on and speak to the people.
Mm-hmm. While we waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and put that website in the chat since y'all don't know that we are on officially a web page because we are a little legit, y'all. We trying to be. So, we trying to get our little come up on. So go on, join, find the page, subscribe to our newsletter, whatever you need to do. But get on there and go to AtlantaFalconsNation.com while we waiting on our fans. Look at that. See, somebody already jumped in. Oh, go ahead. See, we got a lot of bold people in here. So let's go ahead. Add Mr. Jerry Bowie to the stream. Let me see if he's ready. I see he don't have his camera up.
Oh, he ain't gotta have the camera up. Like I said, just as long as he gotta speak. Jerry, you in there, man?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing on this nice night?
Hey,
what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just sitting out on my patio. Sorry, it'd probably be a little too dark for you to see me anyway.
That's fair. Look, it's actually, if you in the A, it's been a wonderful. That's why I got out and about today. I was like, I am refusing to sit in the house today. I'm gonna get out there and actually, I went downtown to the Georgia Tech area. Just rubbing in a little bit.
Oh yeah, y'all go ahead and rub it in, but don't be looking
just
for.
Go ahead and rub it in.
Hey, look, I'm about to say, don't be looking for us at tax time when y'all need some extra money now.
Wow,
just letting you know, y'all better go up there with them blue bloods.
Man, you can't do no damn taxes. They do taxes. You can't do no damn taxes.
Oh, I know I can't do no damn tax. That's why I got that. Look, that's why I got tax app for me.
What you got, Jerry?
Yeah, I just wanted to come on and say that I think as a fan base, we're going to have to be patient with this regime. I noticed a lot of people are starting to kind of get impatient with, Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith due to the performance of the team and saying that they want to win now. And I kind of feel like, when you're playing the game, you're a professional. And this is what I really like about them. Even though the team, has a struggle, they're still playing the best they can. I feel like, when you're competing, man, you don't just come in and just tank the season. I mean, most people are saying they don't want to see us in the playoffs, and I'm like, I mean, why not? Like, you never know. There have been a few teams, the Giants, to become a wild card and get all the way to the Super Bowl. I mean, you're looking at it now and you're saying, well, based on previous games, I get it, but what if it turns on all of a sudden and then they start winning games?
And look at an old Falcon team that did that. Actually, they wasn't even expected to be going all the way, but they definitely went all the way. So it's like you cannot, not no professional players that get paid to do this. A lot of these players want to make a stat. They want to make a name for themselves. So even if they're not with the Falcons, somebody gonna want to pick their behinds up. So y'all just sitting there and laying around, not doing anything, is not going to really help that player. I don't feel like professional players want to sit down and do nothing. We're going to tank because we want another quarterback. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That is not how it's going to work. And then, of course, if you're trying to establish a winning culture, I really don't see how that helps the cause. Like, continue losing games. And then if you come in and say you're going to get rid of the quarterback and rebuild, the fans will still be mad. They'll still be talking about how this was a total failure. So I'm kind of looking at it like, we got to always compete. It don't matter what the circumstance is. I mean, Mike, you were talking about having heart. I mean, this is what it takes, man. You come in no matter what the circumstance is and you compete. You may lose, but as long as you're competing and giving your best, that's what really matters. So this team shouldn't tank. This team should continue to try to win. A lot of people are saying the Tampa Bay game is going to be a blowout. Honestly, it wouldn't shock me if this game is actually a very competitive game, to be honest. I mean, these guys are NFL players. They want to win. They don't want to go home with a loss. Just like the fans hurt when the team lose. Pretty sure the players hurt too.
Oh yeah,
probably on a higher scale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you said that too, because it's just like when I be looking at some of these comments on something, I be saying stuff like, in order for us to win, we have to lose, and I'm looking like, the fuck mentality? What the fuck logic is that?
That's a loser mentality, because for some reason we seem to think that if we draft to get 2 first-round picks, that automatically the team is going to turn around, and we really don't. Even we really didn't know how Kyle Pitts was going to turn out, even though we saw him in college and the guy was just, I mean, let's just be honest, the guy was really good in college. We didn't know for sure if he was going to. And we still waiting to determine if he's going to be the guy we think he is. Even though he's shown it very well this season, we really just don't know yet. It's going to take some time for him to develop. If he does develop, correctly,
thank you.
We'll see that. Okay, he is everything we expected. And a lot of times it takes the coaching to get involved with that as well.
About a year and a half or so for. Come on, y'all. We keep rotating these coaching staff over and over and over again. Like, just
and there ain't no continuity. Exactly.
As an example for the Hawks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was mid-season and he came over, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what to expect when you got a new coaching regime coming in.
Exactly.
Everybody want them to be boom. But it's like, how you gonna be a dominant product like that with the same folks? Y'all going picking up discount clothes at the discount mall and thinking that's going to be some name brand material. Yeah. Y'all got
I got this Dolce Gabbana. Like, that ain't Dolce Gabbana. That's Banana Republic. What the fuck?
A Buick with trying to put a Mercedes-Benz emblem on it. Like, yeah, we're gonna make this work, y'all.
You said try to go ahead and buy a Porsche and put some damn Toyota Camry tires on there. Try that for luck. That ain't gonna work.
That ain't gonna work very well at all. No. But yeah, and then like a lot of people wanted to draft a quarterback because they wanted Matt Ryan gone. But man, if we'd have drafted a quarterback, I don't think we would have won a game, to be honest with you. Because I mean, like I say, the line is actually, the guys are getting better. They do have their moments, but when you have a veteran quarterback that's been through and have, been through difficulties throughout his career, and then you bring in a young guy who's fresh, I mean, there are things that a veteran quarterback, his reaction is going to be probably a lot better. So some of the games that we were close, and we, like in the Miami game, or the Giants game, we played the Saints. I don't see a rookie quarterback making those plays to win those games because those guys have to still learn. They still have to get the experience in the game, not just in practice, but actually playing in the game when the pressure's on. So it would have been difficult if we'd have got, Justin Fields. And I like Justin Fields. I think he's a good quarterback. Honestly, I hated to see him go to the Bears because I knew what was going to happen. You go to a team that the coach and the staff is on in hot water. I mean, that kind of messes it up.
You could even look at the draft day. He was not happy about that.
Yeah, and that, like I say, that wasn't a good thing for him because those guys may not be there next year. So his career, I mean, I'm pretty sure if they are not there next year and they get another coaching regime, maybe it'll be fine for him, depending on who they bring in, or maybe they get rid of him and bring in their own person. I mean, we've seen it done before where. Arizona Cardinals, Josh Rosen, so, it's not really a great thing when you see that. But, I kind of feel like at the point we're at now, it's probably better to just build, the team, get your trenches together, and then you get your quarterback. And that's what we need to do.
And then, like you said, if you want to build that foundation, you ain't gonna build no foundation with a dead cap hit of $40 million to a quarterback that you trying to get rid of.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure they saw that on the wall when they came on day one. They knew they had a good veteran quarterback, but they probably, just like Arthur Blank said, and even Arthur Smith, they said all options were on the table. So I'm pretty sure they evaluated the possibility of what if we, got rid of Matt Ryan. And they probably looked at that and said, you know what, this is probably not a good idea. We're not going to be able to win on this,
Because that's what Terry Fontenot is for. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely that person that can kind of get some wiggle room and know, of course, you can only do what you can do with what we got right about now. So he did what he could as far as being smart with his decisions. Of course, it wasn't the popular ones, but it's like people, y'all.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So give him time to kind of, because we got this TV deal coming next season. We got a lot more things that's going to happen in the next 2 seasons or so. Be patient, like you said.
Yeah, it's going to take us to have patience. And then I'm looking at the Patriots, the past few seasons since Brady's been gone, they haven't, been great. But now that they've actually gotten things set up for their rookie quarterback, he's looking pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to say the guy ain't good, but I'm just saying things are already in place for him to succeed. It's already there. All he has to do is just manage the game, not turn the ball over. Mm-hmm. Even watching the game against us, I'm like, they really wasn't that spectacular. And it could have been maybe our guys stepped up on defense more, but they didn't look that spectacular to me when they played the Falcons. They did. But the guy, he did just enough, and his defense did the rest.
Exactly. ATL, man, what's going on, homie?
Give me just one moment.
And you just now gonna comment after I was like, well, maybe he is ready. So we're gonna go ahead and put Alex on here.
I just seen your message, Miss Maggie. That's why I put it in the chat.
Okay, we're gonna come back to you. Let us know. All right, so we're gonna go to Mr. Alex, and then see what he got to say. Of course, y'all can hang on if you want to. We ain't got a full house today, so go ahead, Alex. What's up?
So I think our key to victory is just managing stopping the run with stopping the pass. I noticed that when we first played in week 2, and I know that Tom Brady's or Bruce Arians' offense has gotten more complex since when we last played, but in week 2, Brady would come in like heavy personnel, and so we would play base defense, which is that's what you're supposed to do. But DMPs would drop ends back into coverage, and they would be late to get to their landmarks. Normally, you want to like have their landmarks like already there, so like they do check downs, and maybe they make some mistakes, and then they get sick and tired of dumping it off, and we get stops, right? But our ends weren't going back or not farther enough, and then when we blitzed, it just left holes inside coverages. So it was too hard to stop them on defense because they kind of had an answer for everything. But the thing is, we've made some new roster additions. So we have Anthony Rush, we have Mike Pinnell, who should be starting over Tyler Davidson and should really just be used for run
Alex, why you always gotta mention? You ain't gotta always say name, okay?
I honestly don't. Tyler Davidson. When I watch the games a lot, I notice he's been getting kind of pushed off the line.
You just say it, okay? Just say it.
Who's at 96?
He gets blown off the line.
Okay,
Like I notice he gets blown off the line of scrimmage a lot.
Number 96 shouldn't be starting, at least in this game.
Thank you so much.
Mike gonna have a
I'm
mental.
not turning the camera really over here.
Don't you listen to that man?
He gonna have a mental breakdown.
Mike,
Well, let me ask this question though. Let me ask this question: Does he start? I know the depth chart says that, but does he really start? Because they rotate those guys. It seems like they rotate them, so they don't really worry about the depth chart as much.
But they do use Tyler Davidson a lot more than he should be playing. If I'm being honest with you, I mean they lowered his playing time, but they really should just kind of cut it like where they only get one snap a game. If I'm being honest with you,
that is true. Yeah.
But
and he's been inactive for a few of the games. Well, at least one of the game I thought I saw him on the inactive list. Maybe that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, he was inactive against the.
He's just inconsistent. Like I won't even call him bad. Like he's just inconsistent. Like he'll make a good play and then the next play he'll get blown off the ball and be sent to the touchdown. I don't understand. Like we can't use that on our team. So like yeah. So Mike Pennell and Anthony Rush should be starting over them or over it. And the next step from there is to get our secondary involved in the run game, which means we still should be playing 2 high coverages. And I know people are like, well, why are you playing 2 high coverages if you want to stop the run? You want to play 2 high coverages. So first of all, you disguise what you're running in terms of coverages. And so you can blitz your or you can have your safeties and run fits from far away. So they won't account for that or think of that. Or like they won't like try to scheme up something to get like the safeties involved. And then I think the Bucks also do use a lot of motion. So sliding with motion, making sure we don't get really out-gapped in that way. And being aware of our matchups is something that should also be stressed in that film room. And honestly, I think that we should just stay away from man coverage in this game. I really do. Like we're a team that kind of just we play everything, but we're not really good at everything. We're decent. We're not good at everything. So I think we should just stay away from man coverage because if we get towards this game,
zone. You do not play all zone with Tom Brady.
Don't play all zone. Like do split zones where maybe you have man coverage on one side, zone on the other side. Maybe you do man, or at least if you're gonna do man, do too high because you can't do
a lot of cloud coverages. Cloud coverage is basically where he switched the responsibility. Sometimes the responsibility for the cover 2 is the corner, the slot corner. So those cloud corner, the slot, the middle line, the outside linebacker, the slot corner, and the outside corner kind of rotates. This is how he's always done it. Like you from game to game, you never know who's going to be that guy who's going to be covering the flat. So that's why it's so difficult to kind of throw deep balls against the Falcons, because what he does is he changes responsibilities with his linebackers. So sometimes the linebackers are coming to A gaps, and the slot corner will cover the flat, and you got the safeties back. And he just does a lot of things with the slot corner and the outside linebackers. So Dean Pease is just he's a madman. You just never know what you're gonna get with that dude.
And he has improved our defensive rate rankings to like we're not close to middle of the pack, which is really a huge improvement from what we were last year.
Oh, he did what, Alex? Say it again.
He improved our defense from last to near middle of the pack, which is a really big jump.
Really? I thought he sucked though.
Even when our defense didn't look like middle of the pack, I still thought it was better than last year, because last year we couldn't stop nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We kept running that zone, and it was the same thing, and teams were constantly converting whenever they need 20 yards or more to get the first down. I mean, this defense was better either way than last season. Just looking at it. And Dean Pease explained in his press conference, he was basically saying that, the key to it is everybody doing their job. It's not always about the flashy getting all the sacks and stuff like that. The secondary, making sure nobody gets beat them deep, and keys, just trying to keep them from score points mainly. Stuff like that has been the key to this defense. Their teams will probably get yards on them, but when it really counts, that's what, you're a clutch defense. You make the plays when it really matters.
Mm-hmm. But believe it or not, I'm not entirely so worried about the defense. I'm honestly a little bit frightened by the offense. Like because it's not even really the passing game, it's the run game. We're facing up against Vita Vea, and like that's kind of really that's my main problem. Like
Vita Vea is hot dog wrong. He going on IR. I ain't worried about no Vita Vea, man.
he is literally two dudes in one body. I don't really know how. Like, I mean, you can game plan around it, but like that game plan really needs to be solid, because they also do have some decent edge edge stoppers. So they gotta like do some pulling, a little bit of power, a little bit of duo, a little bit of zone, a little bit of everything. They can't just be running zone, because they're gonna catch on. But they also do run a little bit more cover 3 and single high coverages than some other teams do, which is what the Falcons feast on. So
what?
I love that.
Like, excuse me, maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. What's so special about Vita Vea? Okay, just please tell me. Their ass has been getting gapped. They've been getting destroyed. Did y'all not see Indianapolis? Did y'all not see all these games? Like, what's so special about him? He's just fat. And he stopped the run.
Vita Vea is
that's what you want him to do when he's big like that.
I didn't ask that. If he was so damn good, why is the defense struggling?
I'm not gonna lie.
I think secondary is the biggest problem because they got a lot of injuries.
That's true. And they also did do a lot more passing in that game, if I'm not mistaken, than they did running. But,
that's why the Colts lost, because they went away from the run, I think, and they did a lot of passing.
Yeah, but and don't get me wrong, Frank Reich and Jonathan Taylor together are freaking insane, including that O-line. They're insane. But Vita Vea is good because he's huge. He's like Anthony Rush's size, who can also disengage and can also rush the passer. So he's basically he's Anthony Rush with like pass rush. That's basically what he is.
Crap, in other words. Excuse me.
Nah, I've never seen him really be a good pass rusher.
I said I was gonna be good.
It's not amazing, but he's decent at that.
Let me say this. All right, I've seen a lot of defensive tackles. All right, Vita Vea does not have moves. Vita Vea is good at utilizing his strength, but that is only so good towards the end of the game, because you can, early in the game, I don't think the Falcons have to worry about him. But later in the game, when fatigue sets in, then you worry about a guy like Vita Vea. But it's like early in the game, I'm not concerned with him. And that's where the Falcons have to take advantage. Is they have to get off to a fast start. They get off to a fast start somehow. They gotta find a way to get. Excuse me, just a moment of silence. Just they gotta find a way to get Mike Davis in this game. That's just we cannot allow this dude to not do anything. Somehow we gotta throw some screens at him, get this dude some type of confidence.
Run a little bit of duo
what's wrong with him. I don't know what it's going to take, because they're struggling. So I expect the Falcons to do a lot of splits with Kyle Pitts and Cordero Patterson on the same side, to kind of take away that ability to just basically double Kyle Pitts, because you can't double Kyle Pitts when Cordero Patterson is on the same side. So they're going to have to go to that early. So if Mike Davis can get going to somehow catch the ball out of the backfield. Doesn't matter, like he did in this past game. They got to get him involved in this game early. They got to, because if they're going to win this game, they cannot play around with Tom Brady and allow him to have chance after chance after chance to, hold on to the ball. But Tom Brady is one of those quarterbacks where he's happy to dump it down to Leonard Fournette, to let those guys just do whatever they do magic. So they have to control the clock. I think the defense is going to be fine, but they got to get Mike Davis going. That's just a must at this point.
I think I want to see more Cordell Olsen. Look, I wasn't a big Cordell Olsen fan, but after watching him play in that Patriots game, I think I want to see more of him. He's a good runner.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cordell Olsen is decent, but I also feel like Matt or Mike Davis should also be getting some snaps with duo, because that was the concept that Olsen ran for, I don't know, about 3 or 4 downs that kept on getting him around 10 yards, and all Mike Davis does, and I literally mean all of his running his runs, at least except for maybe 1 or 2, are just zone, just pure outside zone, inside zone. That's it. No real power, no real duo. They ran trap a few times, but the O-line blocking wasn't that great on that play. And it really bugs me a little bit that we aren't running screens in the end zone with Mike Davis or like near the red zone, because that I feel like would be helpful, because they're playing like deep coverage or too high coverages. So I think we should run some screens in the red zone to or at least some creative designs for a screen, so that way we can get Mike Davis going, and then he already has that built up speed and took a few hits, and now the defense is like, all right, Mike Davis, he's breaking some tackles, and then you can start going with the play action and stuff. That's kind of that's what I want to see a little bit more of.
Yeah, and what I've noticed about Mike Davis, I've seen it a couple of times we ran the ball where he missed gaps. So I don't know if he had a vision. That could be why some of the times he's not getting much, and then you see the other running backs coming in and getting yards, because I know Olsen on one of the plays when they were in the red zone, he cut off the tackle. He cut off the tackle instead of just running in a pile and got more yards. And if you look in that same game when Davis ran the ball one time, if he would have cut up the field instead of going through the middle, he'd have got more yards. So I'm looking at it and thinking, well, I don't think that Davis is not good or anything. I just think his vision is not as good. And when you don't have a vision, you miss the gaps and stuff, and you're not going to get anything.
Oh,
I see that too, but I also feel like his vision gives him an extra 2 yards and the O-line really doesn't help him out at all. So I feel like Mike Davis isn't the entire problem, but I do see what you're talking about.
Oh, he's the entire problem.
I mean, like I say, he may have a good game. I mean, at first I was looking at it and thinking maybe just things weren't opening up. And then, Tampa Bay has a pretty good rushing defense. So it may be a challenge for all the running backs. But against a team that have a top rushing defense like that, when those holes are there, you have to find them, because those guys, I forgot what they say they were ranked, but I think they were like at least a top 5 rushing defense, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, so, they're ranked high in that.
Yeah, they're ranked high in that. So, I mean, when you running the ball in that defense, like I say, I know our offensive line has a lot of work, but a lot of times where they're telling you to run the ball, it may not be there, And I'm not saying run sideways, but if you have the vision, you're able to cut back or something, one cut, that may help. And that's usually how the zone attack works, I think. I think it's kind of like, the running backs being able to actually have a vision to find the gaps.
I did see in the Jags game, and one of the reasons why Cordero Patterson did really well is they used a lot of motion. They that one play sticks out where they used Keith Smith in motion, They used him as another blocker on that side, and even though like they moved or like the defense shifted with them, they also got like the matchup that they wanted. They got like Pitts on a cornerback, which is great because he shouldn't be blocking anyone other than a cornerback. Keith Smith was able to handle an edge. Lee Smith worked on a linebacker, and then so did Jalen Mayfield. And they used a lot of motions to dictate to those mismatches, which is something that needs to be more emphasized. Like that should be something that like on every single rundown, or at least majority of those rundowns, motion needs to be happening, or some type of creative design needs to be happening, or some type of misdirection or play action or something. Because we just don't. This O line isn't gonna always get it done, so you got to help them out.
Yeah, and also committing to the run is key as well. So, and it's hard to kind of do that when you're up against a tough team like Tampa Bay when it comes to the rushing attack. We get a little impatient and start throwing the ball, and they sit on the routes. Especially if we don't run a lot of deep routes. Because we ain't got the time to hold the ball long enough. So they're gonna try to force you to have to throw the ball, but then they know if they only have Kyle Pitts, which good thing we got Cordero Patterson back, because when it was just Kyle Pitts, it's like, oh, we'll triple team him, and that's it. We can't throw the ball, But having Cordero is now going to actually make them think twice about trying to put everybody on that side, and I think honestly it'll open it up, but it's going to depend on how our offensive line hold up.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I've really been impressed with Taji Sharp over these past few weeks. He's been able to get open against some big time corners, Marshawn Lattimore, J.C. Jackson, and I've taken notice of that. Like in man coverage, he's been open, and I think that's a good sign. Especially one play sticks out. He did a comeback route against cover 4. And he caught a contested ball that I didn't think he would catch, even though it was ruled out of bounds. It's something that can be utilized, and I didn't think that that's something that we would use Tajay Sharp for. So I like Tajay Sharp going forward.
Yeah, because we don't have Calvin Ridley, so these guys are gonna have to definitely step up for sure. And honestly, even when Calvin Ridley was here, I think he was still trying to find his way in this offense. Anyway, so even if he's here, if he comes back, I think it's not going to be just as simple as he's back is going to matter. Now, yeah, he's a name that'll probably command some respect because everybody knows he's capable of dominating on that one-on-one, but I think it's an adjustment period in this offense. I think Matt Ryan had to adjust. I think the whole offense had to just adjust to the new scheme, and I think they're still adjusting, to be honest with you.
And something that I noticed going into this Bucs game is that Russell Gage has been able to get open against a lot of these Bucs corners outside of Carlton Davis, which is fine because he won't be matched up on Carlton Davis that much, and he'll probably be in the slot most times. So Russell Gage, I think, will also have a good performance too underneath. So we have like a security blanket like a blanket underneath with Russell Gage, a guy to kind of like take the attention a little bit with Kyle Pitts and a little bit of Tajay Sharp, and then focusing on the run game a little bit more. So I think that's a decent game plan.
Is Carlton Davis playing? I thought he was out.
Oh, he's out? Oh, even better.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's playing. I don't think he's playing. I have to check that, but yeah, I think he may have been on IR. Not sure.
Oh wow, they better not.
The last I heard, they had said that that they were still monitoring his progress, but I haven't heard any indication that he would play.
They shouldn't put Murphy Bunting on Russell Gage because Russell Gage was tearing him up last year. So it's not looking good for the Bucs if they play man coverage. So I like this.
Yeah, they have I think they got about 3 guys out. They got Dean and Carlton Davis and Jamel.
Yeah,
and Jamel Dean is out too. Oh,
yeah, Jamel Dean. Yeah, they Richard Sherman is still out. So I think their secondary is
they're going to be playing zone.
It's not going to be like week 2. you know, for sure. This will be different.
I don't think they're gonna play zone. I think they gonna bring heat.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that they're gonna try to get as much pressure as possible, so he can't get the ball. Because everybody's mind thinking this is a passing team. They can't run the ball. They can only throw. So all we got to do is just make sure we get pressure on Matt Ryan, and that's the game. We ain't got to worry about him going downfield. That's pretty much what everybody's thinking right now.
Well, I'm thinking if they're gonna blitz a lot and if they're gonna bring pressure, then we must be running a lot of heavy sets. Because if we run heavy sets, they can't go into nickel blitzes because they'll be dominated. And if they try to do,
Edwards is suspended also.
Edwards is suspended. Oh, good.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Oh, this is looking better. Okay. Because
I'm
now
not saying. I mean, this actually does. This is gonna probably be a different game. I don't see it being like it was the second game.
Yeah, because now in base formation, if you blitz from there, well, now there's play action, so you can't do anything. Like, and if you play man coverage, you're screwed. So I'm liking where this is at. And OZ can tear up like their fifth corner. Yeah, OZ can tear them up. So we're looking good. And don't even get me started on Cordero. We not going to do that. So from an offensive perspective, now I'm more at ease when we're going at the personnel matchups, because now they might be forced to play base defense. So.
And that's what they were saying the Colts should have kept running the ball, but they were also saying the Colts they kept throwing the ball because they saw obviously that throwing the ball was working pretty good for them in the game, but it was actually not their best thing to do. The reason why they were able to come back, because instead of keeping the ball on the ground, they relied on Carson Wentz to throw the ball, and you can't really do that with Carson Wentz, But they said it was working pretty good, and the reason why it was working so good because, like I say, the Bucs secondary is been injured. That's where everybody's attacking.
And if Felipe Franks gets a snap at quarterback today, I want them to use motion in that snap, because if they use like a read option, right, and they do motion, at least it'll be an easier read for Felipe Franks, and we might be able to get a big gain out of that. So I think that they should be monitoring Felipe Franks on the side. So that's
I'm still trying to figure out, like, what are they trying to do with Felipe or Franks? The reason why I'm trying to figure out what their idea is for, is they planning on trying to make him like Taysom Hill, or is it possible that they can see him in a role where they can kind of do like a RPO, kind of like an RPO type offense down the road or something like that?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've seen a lot of. Oh yeah, you go, Mike.
I think it just at this point they need guys that just gonna be able to like fill roles and not like. I think they're just experimenting with him, but like I said, that's at this point that's what you need. You don't have a ton of guys, so it's like I wouldn't get too happy or expect him to like really see any significant play until he like show whether he can be a tight end, receiver, whatever it is. Like obviously they need him to just be a guy, I believe, that could just at least utilize his speed, because these midgets on this field, these guys are just too dang on little, man. They just at the end of the day, what I'm seeing on film is that they're just too damn little. It comes down, they're getting bullied, they're getting pushed around, and they're scared. This is why you got the interception on the sideline. He, OZ really doesn't want to go up for the catch because he's afraid to get hit. These guys just they're like the little giants, man. Let's just be honest. You got guys in there. They got the helmet too big for them. The shirt too big for them. Too big for them.
Said in order for him to catch the ball, you had to throw toilet paper at him.
You got to throw toilet paper at him.
I tell you one thing: if they scared to go up and get the ball and get hit, they in the wrong business.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, what you got, bro?
I was just adding on to what y'all was saying. I was saying Mike Davis can't even catch screen passes. Every time you pass him a screen pass, he just drop it. He got a bad case of butterfinger.
Yeah, that's shocking because when we watched him for Carolina, it seemed like he was a good catcher out the backfield.
Yeah, a few plays. I will say like a few plays. I feel like Matt and Mike Davis's timings are a little bit off because I noticed sometimes. Week 1, they had a touchdown they were about to have a touchdown, and Mike Davis went up for the ball, but the ball placement was kind of off. So I think that was a timing thing, and it happened a little bit. It happened later, I think, in the Cowboys game. It happened in the Jags game too, but he caught the ball. So I think that just comes with just a little bit more practice. So I think that that's something that they just have to kind of practice it out, and then he'll be kind of set in game.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad Jalen Hurts's coming back too, because bro, I swear every time Eric Harris drops a pick, bro, the game just go the opposite way, bro. Like,
yeah, and missing tackles a few times. I was kind of wondering about the missed tackles where he had a chance to hit the guy in the backfield. I think it was against the Patriots or whatever, and he missed a tackle, and the guy gave. I think it was Stevenson that gained the extra yards or whatever.
Bro, this man Eric Harris pushed the dude in the Jacksonville game. Instead of tackling him, he pushed him forward to get the first down, bro.
I think I know what you're talking about too. He was in man coverage against Dan Arnold, and he literally had a tackle, and that pisses me off because he had decent technique. Like he would have been fine if he just got the tackle because it would have been like a 4-yard gain, and I'd be like, okay, that's decent. But instead, he missed the tackle and then pushed him forward, and I was like, all right, nah, I'm done.
Yeah, that's why we call him. He's just there. He ain't no playmaker. He don't make plays. He just be there.
And I like Eric Harris too, but like he gotta clean it up.
Yeah,
especially those tackles. You missing fundamental stuff. That's what teams lose games.
They gonna send his ass back. They gonna send his ass back to UPS. He keep playing like this.
Eric Harris can't tackle, Mike Davis can't catch, and Tyler Davidson just can't do nothing. Just put him on high over Steven Means, bro, and we good.
Steven Means is pretty good.
I'm glad to see Steven Means coming back. We could use more rotational guys to come in on that edge, you know.
I see like a little bit in like of his skill set. I see the fact that he can bull rush from time to time, even though he doesn't use it that much. But he normally uses like a lot of chops and stuff, which when I look at Caleb McGarry and studying him, he hasn't really been as exposed to a lot of chops. I mean, he has when he plays against like great pass rushers when it comes to Shaq and Cam Thomas or Cameron Jordan, and he does well against those matchups. But a lot of tackles sometimes aren't really exposed to those chops because those are really for the Bosas, the Cam Jordans, the Shaqs. Like you gotta kind of learn that, and that takes a lot of time to learn. Which Steve Means being a vet, he has that down pat. So I think that he's decent, not great, but I think he's decent.
Yeah, I kind of getting back to the Felipe Frank thing. I just know that they got him playing special teams right now. So they like you said, they just trying to find a spot for him. Steven Means, like I said, Steven Means, he's kind of like a 50-50 thing to me because the only thing I ever see him doing is cheerleading for everybody else's accomplishments. You don't really see him doing too.
He's always in the right.
Then the man hurt himself when he finally made a play on the pick.
Yeah, that was quite a play, babe. I didn't know he got hurt on that one until they said he was out.
Yeah. But like I said, Steven Means is kind of like one of those guys that, like I said, even though you do see him kind of cheering a lot of people on, that's kind of like one of those leadership type of roles. So I can see why they still keep him. But yeah, Tyler Davidson, I call him old country buffet because he ain't worth a damn no more. So yeah.
How much does Tyler Davidson weigh? Because like I say, for him to be getting pushed back like that, he must not be very big.
Yeah, he's not 300, I don't think. And if he is, he's like barely crossed that line.
He's like 303.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
303. Shit, he played like he 203. That's how.
Yeah, he getting pushed back pretty far. It don't seem like he be 303.
Yeah.
Case Johnson, he wasn't doing nothing in the off season but bench press and piece.
That's all he was doing. He was bench pressing pizza at Stevie B's. That's all he did. You can tell. Shit.
He said bench pressing pizza and doing curls with beard.
They couldn't give him the beard, boy. He was curling cheese sticks and shit. He was like,
And it's so funny because on one of the shows, Mike said he had his eyes on him. Literally, I'm in the shop, and right when they put Tyler Davidson in, they just run straight at him. I'm like, bro, Dean Pease, you see it's not working. Stop trying to fix what ain't broke, bro. Stop putting that man in the game, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I know they see it on film. I think that's why they went and made those moves. They went and got those bigger guys because they probably already were seeing it.
Because, bro, it is such a huge, even when you at least have Anthony Rush out there, it's a big difference. But when you have him and Mike Pennell in the game at the same time, it's a game changer for our D-line, bro.
Exactly.
Well, they're gonna be getting a lot of playing. They're gonna get a lot of playing this weekend because I saw that Bullard is ruled out.
Yeah. Bullard is actually decent too. Like he shouldn't be listed as a nose tackle, but he's decent. Like in a 3-4 end spot because he can hold his own on some blocks. As a matter of fact,
he's a good player. Yeah, but they ruled him out for this Sunday, so I think Pennell will be getting. I think Pennell's behind him on the depth chart, so I think Pennell will be getting a lot of time. Probably take Warren Graham too.
Pennell's decent, but like his footwork sometimes is like he needs to clean that up a little bit. But Anthony Rush is literally dominate. Like when I say like he's he really is. I'm not even joking. He's 350s. No one can move him. And he forced a fumble, and he got decent feet too. Like I don't think I've ever seen a bad I haven't seen a bad play from Anthony Rush. I really haven't, and that's saying something.
So my question is, why aren't they playing Michael Walker at edge?
Well, we have AO and we have Dante now, so they can't really play Mikel Walker at edge, but they can blitz him. They really should be blitzing him a little bit more. Because he is like an athletic butterfly.
Well, they moved. I thought they was he was getting reps and they were moving, kind of like Deion Jones, moving all over the place.
Yeah, they
to different places. I think they do the same with him. Okay,
it's about discipline. When you playing the edge in a 3-4, you can't be getting outside and that's why one of the reasons why Steven Means is there. He's a disciplined guy. He's going to be in his spot. And I've seen this past game that Mike kind of likes. He's not always in his spot. He misses tackles and then he takes bad angles. So it's about discipline when you're playing in 3-4, like especially outside linebackers. Again, but the alignment, the middle linebackers are here and outside. Once you get past that guy, you got all daylight for the most part. So it's like.
So he basically just missing his assignments, really.
That's just, you have to at the end of the day, and that's huge, and that's another reason why the pass defense has been so good, because of the 3-4, just the alignment. In a 4-3, the linebackers are pretty much stacked inside the middle, and when you have a 3-4, you got guys on the outside, and you can't just send the tight end. The tight end has to go past on the outside linebacker. You got the middle linebacker right there also, whether it's the right or left. And it kind of, puts another body in the middle where they have to navigate, and it slows down the offense a bit, the receivers a bit, and they can't get those free releases in a 3-4. So that's why me personally, I like a 3-4 because it does, like, you can't get those free releases to just like navigate the middle of the field. And like that's one of the main reasons why Dan Quinn defense was so easy, because those free releases in the middle of the field with the cover 3 on top of guys like Devondre Campbell not being very good in cover. So it was just a bad mix.
And on top of it, you had you didn't have Earl Thomas back there, so and that's necessary to play cover 3. So.
And you gotta have a good pass rush as well.
I mean, they were rushing 5, and it still didn't get home. So
yeah, it was horrible.
You had the wrong 5 out there. That's what happened.
Yeah,
that's why I said you can't be putting outside linebackers and defensive ends thinking that you finna goddamn get some 10, 12 sack.
Ooh,
damn guys.
Yeah.
This $2. I like this question.
$2. We got Brian Cruz with the $1.99. He said, "Yo, Mike, who do you think we re-signing next year?"
Flag on the play. I don't want to answer this shit.
I'll say
it.
Resign
KP or CP.
I mean, Cordell Patterson.
Get in
Man,
there.
I don't want to say the obvious. Like y'all already know that. Like, come on, man.
No, that's
I think they gonna bring it back. I think they gonna bring it back. He seemed to be fitting in pretty well to me.
IO has
taken. They gotta go for you. They gonna give Fourier that bread, man. They gotta give Fourier that bread. He's been playing well in this defense. So Fourier, come on, man. We already know CP for the most part. They're gonna give him a couple of bucks. But I gotta say Fourier, he's exactly what we need in this defense. You have a small middle linebacker. You know, a big middle linebacker, and Dean Pease can do whatever he wants with both of those guys. So, Fourier, obviously.
I think Hayden Hurst probably may come back on because it'll be an affordable contract.
I love Hayden Hurst, but I don't know. Like
it won't be an expensive contract, is what I'm thinking. If you got to have guys, I mean, you're not going to be able to afford, to with the whole thing we're Ridley and everything, and them having to possibly move on from him. I don't know if they will move on from him, but I do know that you're going to have a backup plan for that situation.
If they if they move on from Ridley, the good thing about moving on from Ridley is, he's not as expensive as Julio Jones, even though he got like a 1-year extension, I believe, because they picked up his 5th year. So if you move on from Ridley, you get some picks and like some actual picks, more picks than I think we would get from Julio Jones. And that in this draft class, I think it's decent. Like we get maybe a 1st-round pick. We could pick up Garrett Wilson, who is pretty, like he's pretty good. He's pretty good. So I think he'd be decent.
I would think the first pick would either they trade back for more or get somebody in the trenches. Yeah.
Well, if I'm being quite honest with you, I don't really know if I'd go trenches in the 1st round or honestly in this draft at all, which kind of sounds insane. But
no, we definitely got to go trenches.
I mean, we're seeing it before our eyes. We got to do something. We got to get some. And then you look at, like we say, Mike was saying, we got some small guys on this team.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all across the line too, defensive line too. So we got to make some moves somewhere. And if we don't want to draft in the trenches the 1st round, then that may be a better option to trade back.
Well, I'd go maybe edge somewhere in the draft, but maybe not on the O-line because I think Caleb McGarry is good, and I feel like we have 2 good pieces on the O-line, which is Chris Lindstrom and Jake Matthews, and I feel like the Matt Hennessy and Drew Dahlman are having competition right now, so I don't want to disrupt that. And Jalen Mayfield right now is just development. So I feel like across the O-line, we just let it play out. And the D-line, we maybe get another edge, maybe, because I think AO is kind of in his development phase too, so we could also let that play out. But getting another edge rusher for competition also helps. But I think our trenches are kind of decent right now.
So I got a question for y'all, right? So remember how when Mike and K-Style was like, we don't necessarily need that freakish athlete. We just need a big body possession receiver and attack the middle of the field because this offense is predicated on the tight ends. I wanted to ask y'all, do y'all think when Darnell Washington declares for the draft, do you think that'll be a player that Arthur Smith will look at because he'll create a mismatch like Kyle Pitts?
Darnell Washington, who is he?
Oh, from Georgia.
Yeah, 6'7", like 240, I believe.
Number
The tight end.
Man, we got so many tight ends.
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, that'll probably be kind of like a late round pick right there. Anyway, I would think he'll probably take a chance on that. But like you said, the main thing that they would have to do first is they either go out to get somebody on that defensive line or get somebody on that offensive line. You guys still set that foundation, man. They need something.
I haven't really evaluated a whole ton of edge rusher prospects, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really see a whole ton of depth in this edge rush class. I think it's kind of okay. Like I really only like Kingsley, Aiden, and Thibodeau, but that's really only it. If I'm being quite honest with you, I think there's some other ones that are decent, but like no one really catches my eyes like those three. So I don't really know.
All right, what you got, bro?
Oh man, I just wanted to, support my boys. One thing I really think we kind of need to key in on is we need to get Keith Smith going. Like he's actually doing pretty well with the lead blocking and everything. Last year, I'm not gonna lie, I saw Keith Smith and I kind of heard on this channel too. We were kind of like, what is his purpose? But I feel like in this offense, he's kind of showing that he has something to bring. And with our O-line not being the best in the league, I really think we kind of could use him to get to that second level. Especially when we're having trouble with running backs and vision. I just really think we kind of need to get him involved a little bit more, because there's been a lot of times where it's been like short yardage and we come out kind of like in a wing single tight and we don't really have a fullback and it gets blown up. I just don't think we have that type of line to really get that push, so I really think he could be a key factor, believe it or not.
Fullback's getting some love outside
of
me.
Man, I love that we got a fullback, man. That's why I've always had a lot of hope in him, just because there's a lot of teams that don't have fullbacks, but he's really earned it. Like I've even seen the announcers kind of say, like, look how in sync him and Cordell are, as far as because what I've kind of noticed is we've been doing a little bit of counter plays and everything, which I think would kind of help us out a lot too. Like I know the Bucks may have Vita Vea and everything, but we can really kind of use that against them. So I feel like more than anything, this is going to be like a game where Arthur Smith can really put a feather in his cap going up against a defensive line like this. Him being an offensive lineman, this is the type of game where I feel like he could really make a game plan to kind of take advantage of them, which, I would love. Everybody just loves the Buccaneers magically. You know how it goes, man. So I would love to see that.
Of course they love them. They're 12-point favorites over us right now.
Yeah, anybody's gonna be a favorite against the Falcons. The way they treat us, man. But I really think this team, believe it or not, man, because one thing that really stood out to me is that we're 5-2 in close games. So I really feel like if we can keep this game close, if we can keep it, 3rd and 4th. I love my Falcons, but when it gets to 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, like I in the back of my head, I kind of know what's gonna happen. They're gonna just kind of send the house at us and kind of sit on the stick. So if we can stay ahead of schedule and really run the ball, make those linebackers come up, I think we can actually have a pretty good, decent amount of success against this team, honestly.
Hey,
like that.
I like that take right there.
I love old school football, so I love everything you just said, especially with the fullback. I think that's one position in the NFL that that a lot of teams are just they don't think about, because they want it's all spread this, spread that. So
yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where everybody's just, at least last year, a little bit early in the beginning of this year, everybody wants to be the Chiefs. Everybody wants a mobile quarterback with a big arm, and everybody says the league is progressing, but when it gets to playoff time, the teams that excel are the teams that can run the ball and play action. And I really feel like Matt Ryan's one of the best at doing that. So if we get him running the ball, if we get a run game going. I kind of don't like how much we run the ball with Cordell Patterson. I hate to say it, but he is a veteran. and I kind of seen where this was going with all the wear that he's getting. But you kind of have to do what you got to do when Mike Davis, is tiptoeing around. But that I'm just happy that my boys have a chance. That's all I gotta say. These games have been a lot
Right.
more interesting. It don't gotta be pretty. We just gotta get it done. We're 5-2 with close games. Last year we were like what 0-8. Last week our defense closed out a game.
We know we was gonna lose it last year. We know we was gonna lose.
I kid
Oh,
you. I
yeah.
didn't know how to act when I saw our defense close that game out. I said, "What?" I was expecting them to get that third down, to be honest with you. And then the Trevor Lawrence takes. Oh my God, you already know what they were about. They were about to talk about him like it was gonna be Geno Smith all over
You
again.
knew that was coming.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Shut it down.
Oh yeah. Sunshine was about to be the talk of the town.
Hey, shout out to AJ Terrell too, man. I mean, I like the pick. I was, believe it or not, I was a huge fan of the fast and physical. Even though it didn't really pan out too well, but I always liked AJ Terrell because
we just forgot about the damn physical part.
We was just fast.
Yeah, we were just fast. But I mean, AJ Terrell, even though it's kind of bad because I don't know if he's injury prone. I don't know if he just has no regard for his body. But man, that boy likes to hit, and I love that about him. He comes up and he hits.
He got the Devontae Freeman complex.
He's playing like Donta Robinson right now, minus the concussion. That's basically where he don't give a damn. He
no regard for his own health. He just go all out. Like, bro, sometimes you gotta. All right, don't jump like that, okay?
Yeah, I think it's just a balance thing, and he got that interception. You know what they say? You get one interception, it really starts to open it up. So. And
I think he wants to win. Honestly, I mean, when you're out there playing like that, you're trying to make plays. You're trying to win.
Yeah, he's trying to set the tone for the defense as well. That's what he's trying to do. That's why he damn near getting hurt every damn play. He trying to set something.
Yeah, I don't know if did you guys see him mic'd up in New Orleans?
I ain't see it.
No, I didn't see it.
One thing I really like about it was he kind of led the huddle before they left out. And one thing he said, I'm not going to get too into it, but he said, we ain't leaving this bleep without a win, and I really feel like that's one thing that us Dirty Birds, that's what we needed, that pride. So, I really like him. He's turning into one of my favorite players. I might have to go get a jersey, man.
Oh, yeah. Because like I say, he's only given up. What is that? He only given up like 6 receptions so far this year.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's just because they targeting Fabian.
I think they're scared to throw to his side. To be honest, the only one that actually threw to his side, I think, was they throw to his side every so often, but when Mac Jones tried it one time, he made the biggest mistake because most of the veterans hadn't been throwing to his side.
Yeah,
they know how good he is.
Right.
Yeah,
I love it, man. I'm all for it.
Exactly. Well. I see one guy. Hold on. Here you go, Mike. I think this is the one we was looking for. Here you go, Mike. Just look at the name itself.
John Julio. Yeah, damn F for that name. If y'all think that still play for the Falcons, I've never seen more loser mentality in the Falcons.
Well, homeboy, I about to say, homeboy, you got a good chance to speak it.
Well, my question is, who do you want as quarterback? Like, who did you want? Did you want to draft a quarterback this year? Who did you want as the quarterback?
As long as he got legs and they go real fast. That's all he cares about.
I mean, you look at Justin Fields, you look at a lot of those rookie quarterbacks. I would say they have better receiving cores and maybe even better offensive lines, and they're not in the position we're in. I think all of them put together only have like 2 or 3 wins for the whole season. So, a lot of people, they just want to see a quarterback go fast. You know how that is.
Yeah, and I mean, the Chicago Bears have a pretty good defense. I don't know about their offensive line. I think their offensive line is struggling, but I mean that's proof, right? If you bring Justin Fields here with our offensive line, just like their offensive line, that don't automatically means that that's a win. I mean, you need that veteran knowledge to be able to overcome that difficulty of the offensive line collapsing or blitzes coming at you and being able to check down, make the right reads and things of that nature. So,
Justin Fields. I'm sorry. Justin Fields need to learn how to go through his progressions. He has been terrible at it for years. Okay, it's not about his arm strength. It's not about his accuracy. He is slow. All right, this is why he get the moniker of being I guess an idiot, but he's slow through his progressions. Not that he's stupid. He's slow in his progressions, and when he is not confident, he tends to, all right, I gotta run. And he's not. He's more like a Cam Newton. He got straight line speed, but when you get him going sideways, he's not as dangerous as a runner. And like that's the dip. Like that's how Pat Mahomes is. He's not very nifty, but when you get him going straight line, and you kind of corral him, that's when Fields gets real discombobulated. So, like again, I've said this time and time again. I'm a Georgia fan. I've seen this dude for years. Okay, I know what Justin Fields is, and he's never learned how to go through his progressions, and that's why I say it was the worst thing he could have done was go to Ohio State. He should have stayed at Georgia, be patient, and learn how to read a defense. Learn how to read a defense, okay? Learn how to read a defense. He's never learned how to read a defense, and I've said it plenty of times. The worst thing that ever happened in the NFL for quarterbacks is that RPO because it dumbs down the game. It gets you looking at the defensive end. It gets you looking at the linebackers. It gets you looking at things that really does it in its entirety. It changes in the NFL. You might be looking at, be looking at the linebacker, but the linebacker, as soon as you hike the ball, the linebacker becomes the weak side linebacker. The strong side linebacker becomes the street. Those are the different things in NFL. You're not prepared for those types of things until you play teams like Georgia, like Alabama. You don't see those teams in the NFL. So that's why I say the worst thing that happened to him was going to Ohio State. Go to a team that has a pro-style offense. That's what I always suggest. Anybody coming out of high school, you got kids that's in high school, go to a college that runs a pro-style offense.
Yeah. Does that still exist? I mean, seem like most of them is pretty much going to be the shotgun or maybe an option or something. Not necessarily.
Yeah. Hey, I'm about to say, Don Julio, the link has been in the stream for the last 10 minutes. There's about 18 links that you can hit. About 18.
Come on and chat, man.
He needs to come on in here, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's about 18 links in there. You gotta pick one. Cause I gotta hear this. I guess we have a loser mentality because, like from his standpoint, we have a loser mentality.
I'll pin it. It's pinned up on Mike Sports, wherever you are.
It's right there.
No, we have a loser mentality, but they want us to tank. How's that work for the Dolphins? They've been taking since I was in high school. Like they got all the first draft picks in the world.
See, but they
actually thought they were going to be competitive this year, and I'll give them some credit for winning some games, but it don't look like they're going to make the playoffs.
Not at all.
Come on, dog.
See, the problem is everybody got the solution, but doesn't take in all the consequences that come with it. It sounds good, but then you also have to think about the consequences of what if it doesn't work out.
And that's a big consequence right there.
Because
definitely. I mean, I'll be honest. I was pretty young when we got Vic. I was like, we ain't got a mobile quarterback no more. But the way I am as a fan, It don't matter who we
Mm.
got back there. I'm gonna find a way to build him up. I'm gonna want us to build around him. It's
Mhm.
it's the
Like I
mind
said,
state thing.
like I said, I'm building a foundation, and you can't build a foundation when you owe somebody so much money that's gonna that's gonna go against your cap.
Yeah.
So
That man must
We
got
definitely be
arthritis in
losing.
his finger or
nah,
something, because this man
nah.
still ain't pressed that damn button yet.
Like I said, it's 18. It was 18 links. It was 18 of them. He saw the links.
Four. We got 1, 2, 3 of them on AFN. And got one on Matt My Sports. What are you waiting?
Shit.
They both pinned. They right on that.
Shit. Go. I'm about to say go up the last like couple minutes. There's about 6 more. There's
Yeah.
about 12 more.
I bet you he's one of those people who thought we should have picked up Cam Newton. That one still has me dying to this day. That man had a passer rating of 6 last week.
Wow, was it that low?
Yeah, and the crazy
Yeah,
thing
it
is,
was. It was, bro.
I mean, you look at the Cowboy game. I think Matt Ryan, his was like a 13. Like he topped that. He went even better. He went and got a 6. So it's
I
like,
just heard he got benched. I heard he got benched because he wasn't playing well, but I didn't know he was playing that bad.
oh yeah, it was.
See, the thing with the Cam Newton thing was they automatically thought, okay, Cam Newton is back. He's a godsend. We're going to the playoffs. Not knowing that this guy hasn't played in this system, he's got to get acclimated into it. So you just threw him right in there.
Uh-huh.
And that's what you talk about with the continuity. It don't work like that.
And you talking about a team that's in trouble. They in trouble. I mean, they still trying to figure out what they're gonna do about the quarterback situation.
And I mean, I kind of feel bad for them, even though they're in the division, because they got a really good defense, man. Those cornerbacks, that defensive line, like, I feel like a lot of these teams, they a Matt Ryan type quarterback away from being legit. They just don't have a quarterback who knows the game.
Oh, I bet they love to have Matt Ryan over there because they got the guys around him. They have DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson.
Yeah,
they got the running back. C-Mac. I think they go fool around and trade him off, but they got a young running back in Chuba Hubbard. So
and he's
they gonna trade him.
Oh, they need to. That man's made out of glass.
Made out of glass, boy. I'd rather take glass, boy. That boy made out of wet tissue paper, boy.
Yeah, when I saw him go IR again, I said, okay, I think they're done with him because this will be the third time.
Yeah, he's right up there with Saquon, man.
Yeah, this be the third. Yeah, this be the third straight year he'd have missed at least 10 games.
Yep.
Yeah. And like I said, it's gonna get to a point where now running backs ain't gonna get paid no top dollar no more.
Is that how you guys feel about that? Would you guys pay a running back any type of money?
Not like that.
Not like that. Now you don't really need a bell cow. Well, you got certain running backs, but even Derrick Henry's of the world, you want to have that other guy because those guys, the position gets hurt, and then when they come back, you done paid them, they ain't the same, and then now you stuck with the contract. So I think it's kind of more of a running back by committee thing that's more popular now. You got one running back gets hurt, guess what? You got 2 or 3 other ones that can keep moving, and then you don't have to pay them as much money. You're getting the same productivity out of 3 or 4 running backs, but not paying as much money.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Don Julio ain't coming on. I guess we've established what I call the view is. Mike, that was the perfect example of a view.
A view.
I mean, he got Julio in his name. He disappeared.
Oh,
nowhere to be found.
I bet Tennessee probably wondering where he at.
I mean, but they got Ryan Tannehill, man. He's legit.
Man, that defense has been with helping them because that defense has been playing good, getting turnovers too. Yeah,
exactly. It's all been defense, man.
Yeah.
Tannehill ain't playing that damn good.
Oh yeah, I was being sarcastic, man. Tannehill.
Oh, I know you were being sarcastic. I was just saying, boy. But everybody that said that Tannehill was the 5th best quarterback in this league.
Yep.
That's unchanged now. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, Derrick Henry, that was their key. That was that whole offense. The way things are looking right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the game against the Rams. It looked like they could run the ball without him. That's one thing I kind of took away is they just have really good blocking in general. And they can just run the ball But you know, with losing someone like Derrick Henry, like that's their whole team, honestly.
Yeah, because of play action, that's what Tannehill, that play action from the linebackers coming up because they worried about Derrick Henry, that left a lot of people open downfield. But, when you don't have that big of a threat anymore, teams are not as scared as they were when Derrick Henry, and they let Adrian Peterson go. I don't know why they did that, but seemed like they just held on to him for now, you know what I'm saying, at least until they get to the playoffs or whatever. But I think just the fact of Derrick Henry being in the game, he commanded a lot of attention, and those linebackers were always coming up. The secondary were coming up, and it just made a difference.
Yeah, they had 200. Hey, look, Southside. Yeah, they had 270 yards rushing against the Patriots, but when Ryan Tannehill throwing 93 yards on 21 attempts, yeah,
that don't help nothing whatsoever.
Yeah.
All right, we kind of give everybody. Hold on one more time. You got another question? Man, stop, bro! It's right there in your damn face.
He said, I just created my account.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to say, boy. He said you just created your account, but you've been talking for the
It's
last
right
40
there.
minutes.
It's literally right there on top of it. It's pinned to both channels. So stop it, bro.
Cause I'm about to say if it ain't gonna happen, boy, we just gonna end it right about. We gotta give about 3 more minutes.
You don't have to create an account, do you? I think you can just use Facebook or.
Bro, you can,
bro. You just click, bro. All you do is just click the goddamn link.
Yeah, you click the link.
Yeah.
Like when I clicked it. Yeah.
You can use your YouTube account. Just click the link.
Yeah. Just click the link and use either Facebook or YouTube, and then go from there.
Right. And like I said, we say nothing. We gotta let you get everything you get out. But yeah, like I said, yeah, you could run for 270 yards, but like I said, when your quarterback throwing for 93 yards,
93, bro.
That ain't good. And like I say, him going down the field, like I say, I think it really mattered with him. Like I say, everybody coming up for Derrick Henry, and that made it easier for him to make the plays down the field. But when now you got contested, catches and stuff like that, that makes a big difference.
Right. Because if you look at this year, like I said, even though they are 8-4, it's not because of him. Because he ain't showed the efficiency he had last year. He threw 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions last year. The boy got 14 touchdowns and 13 interceptions right now.
Yep. And they showed one play where before Derrick Henry got hurt, where they were finna get ready to run it, and then Derrick Henry threw the ball over everybody because everybody came up real quick or whatever. It was like I don't know if you want to call it a trick play, but it's just them using the fact that Derrick Henry commands so much attention. That's what he's had all year long, last season and this season. He's always had that threat of Derrick Henry, and teams are game planning for him running the ball. This guy's stiff arming linebackers to the ground.
Yeah.
So they know they need to get more hats around the ball. So the more hats around the ball, the more likely you are to bring him down. So when everybody comes up, when they see him with the ball, that makes the play action a lot better for him to get somebody open downfield. But they don't have that same threat with the guys they got. Even though they're getting yards, they're not fearing those guys as much. And that's probably why they're getting more yards, because now defense think, oh, well, we ain't got to worry about Derrick Henry. We can kind of
they
take
probably,
it easy.
But they probably play prevent defense on their ass. That's probably what they play prevent
they probably doing it.
You're like, okay, we've been play prevent defense on them. They can get all the rush yards. We ain't gonna let Ryan Tannehill beat us.
Exactly.
He damn sure didn't. Hold on. Let me look at this. Let me look at these numbers again. The last 2 games. There you go. He done changed the name. They call him Yeezy. All right. Yeezy.
What's up, man?
Man, what's going on, man?
Yeah, what's good?
Hey, what you got for us?
So, I want my team to win, man. That's all. I want this team to win a championship before my wine go.
I got a
That's all I
question.
want, man.
I got a question. Have you called in this show before?
No, I never called on the show before, but
Oh,
I'll be in the comment.
really? Oh, really?
This sounds like the same accent we heard last time he called in.
No, I never called from the show.
You sure about that?
You
Yeah,
sound very
man.
familiar right now, bro.
Mike. But I'll be
How you
following
know
Mike for.
How you know my name and you ain't called him before?
I'll be following you for like 4 years, man. Mike. Yeah.
You know what's strange? I
Yeah, what's
actually
strange, man?
unblocked you, so I know you're not telling the truth. Yeah.
But what you got?
Yeah,
What you got?
I
What you got
unblocked
on
you.
it? But like I said, hey, look.
He don't know I unblocked him. I literally unblocked him yesterday.
No.
But hold on, what you got? You said you was tired of the team.
I already know who you are. I literally unblocked you today. All right. Come on, Pimp. Lose the accent.
Because you don't want to read comments. You don't want to read comments.
Bro, I literally unblocked you yesterday. Just lose the accent and get to your point.
Yeah, man, that's all I got to say, man. I want this thing to win, man.
Hey, but
no matter what it takes.
No. I'm about to say the question. So, what do you think it would take for this team to get to that step as far as how you feel they need to win?
Build a defense.
Oh my God, dude! What is going on, bro?
We need to have a defense.
Mike,
Remember,
you fool, bro.
Yeah, because the only reason why I said that because, like I said, you sound very familiar. Because I remember it was one show. It was another guy that came on the show, and you sound like the guy.
Nice.
He sounded like the guy he got into it with.
Hold on.
I remember because I was
Maggie
on
told me to be nice yesterday. All right, and I unblocked him. Okay, I was being nice, and I unblocked him. So I know what's going on. Okay. Well, I swear. Oh my goodness, man. Hey, man, you can call it a year. All right, this going into the archive, but you can call it a year.
Yeah.
Wow. So you just want the Falcons to win?
Yeah, a title, man. Yeah.
You want to win the title?
Yeah.
All right.
We need to win the title.
So you say they need to build a defense. Is that all? That's all they need to do? You think that's all they need to do, or they got something else that they need to do?
O-line and defense.
Why you laughing, man? Sound like you laughing over there. What you laughing for?
I'm not laughing, man. What are you talking about? Yeah, build your defense, fix the O-line, and then get Maria some weapons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, we was close to win a championship, man. Anytime I start watching that game, man, I mean, I start, damn, it's heartbroken, man. It's heartbroken.
Did you say Matty Ice?
Yeah, Matty Ice, man.
You said you don't like Matty Ice?
Oh my God, boy. What the fuck is going on?
No, he said we got to get Matty Ice some weapons.
Oh,
okay, you gotta get some weapons. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, boy. Woo.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Let's get back to football, man. Let's get back to football. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Oh man, you got me dead, bro.
Oh Lord, boy. And you, oh my gosh. That's all you got, man.
Yeah, man. That's all. That's all I got, man. I'm desperate for this team to win the title, man. So desperate.
So no new quarterback. You don't need a new quarterback.
No, I don't need that, man. A new quarterback for what, man? You're gonna take time to develop that new guy. You're probably gonna be a draft bust. I don't need that.
No, what about Cavalry then?
Just release Calvin Ridley. Trade him to another team, man. Release him.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, the only reason we ever asked the question because I know when we hear people talking about we want to win. What it is that some people don't really give a game plan on how you build the team on how you want them to win. They just say one thing but don't explain it. So that's why we kind of asked the question like that. So it wasn't
okay.
That's all that was, homie.
Yeah,
like I said,
I'm good, but I feel like a bunch of people in this town, like they want flashy players. You know, they spoil with like the Julio Jones, the Deion Sanders, Angel Rising. Yeah, they just want flashy players, man. That's all they care for. I don't think they want to win. You know what I mean?
So you saying you basically just want some guys that are tough, that's going, like you said, by wins by any means necessary.
Yeah, like the Ray Larry's, like Chicago Bears, 85 Bears, like those guys.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, I mean, yeah.
Another thing. Too many nice guys on this team. Look at Sean Payton. Sean Payton can talk shit to anybody in this league. I want a head coach like this. I want a head coach like Sean Payton. I want my team to be jackass like Sean Payton.
Hey, Arthur Smith don't be taking nothing.
That man do not watch football.
That man barely like talking to D-Led.
Oh man, he
boy, that's gonna that's gonna be the next celebrity damn charity boxing fight right there. D-Led versus Arthur Smith.
Oh man, he's always calling D-Led, ain't
he? Yeah.
Well, they gonna have Dean Pease out there too. He gonna get in the ring. He gonna knock his ass out.
That man Dean Pease said, "Where your credentials at?"
Oh, he said he brought up a high school. He said he was a coach of the year at a high school. He said, "Oh, okay." Oh man, he sunned that man.
Man, Dean Pease came ready that day.
And Dean Pease was done with this franchise after our first win.
Oh man, Cartier, man, what you got for us? You there?
Yo, I'm just dying, man. Yo, y'all funny, yo. Man, Mike, y'all funny as hell, yo.
I don't know what you talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about,
dying
man.
over here, yo.
I don't know nothing.
Hey man, hey, ain't nobody did nothing, man. This is what we do all the time, man. We do this all the time, man. At the end of the day, man, we just here just to talk with y'all, man.
Yeah, that shit funny, bro. Oh no.
Oh man, but what you got to take? What you got to take for your team? What's the take on your team? What you think they need? What they got to do to get the dub?
To get a dub, we gotta run the damn ball, like how you say. Simple, run the damn ball, catch the damn ball, and don't give up no motherfucking flags. That's all you gotta do. Cause I'm gonna be real. I'm a real Bucks fan, man. I keep it 100. I don't lie. I don't sugarcoat shit. That's why I'm a real Bucks fan. If y'all check our defense back in, y'all can beat us. Y'all can simply beat us. It don't matter for NFC South history. It don't matter if you 0-11, 2-13. As long as you play that team hard, y'all can come with a dub. So we got to be on our P's and Q's. We just can't go into Sunday thinking we can blow y'all out because it won't happen if we think like that. Yeah. So we just got to play, beat y'all, come straight, and that's it. Basically.
Hold on. What you mean you on the ball, bro? With who?
Tampa. We got to run the damn ball. We got to run the damn ball. Atlanta, y'all can run the damn ball. We have to run the damn ball.
He said, with who?
With who, man? Mike Davis?
Davis?
I think he's talking about his Bucks team. I think he a Bucks fan. He talking about
No.
what he's talking
No,
about.
he to won the ball, right? I said we fool like Mike Davis.
No.
Shit, you tripping, man. One big damn ball.
To be honest, I don't think Atlanta fans want Mike Davis on their team.
Hey man, y'all crazy.
To be honest, I don't think y'all want Mike Davis on their team. Trade motherfucking free Popeyes chicken, Cajun rice, and a sock.
Only way we have a chance to win this game is throwing the ball, man. And Matt Ryan cannot afford to have a bad game.
Let me say this here. I've been going to say this for a long time.
I'm crying.
I don't get why Matt Ryan gets so much heat, man. Matt Ryan put in so much motherfucking work. If you're a real football fan, you know Matt Ryan is a top 10 quarterback. It doesn't matter who the fuck you is. If you know football, you know Matt Ryan put in that work. It don't matter who you is.
Yeah.
So
let me tell you this.
Fake Falcon fans, this and Matt Ryan and shit, it's like it baffles me to see I'm a Tampa Bay fan and y'all got Falcon fans dissing y'all. It's like
let me tell you this, bro. Let me tell you this.
Life here. This almost reminds me of Jameis Winston shit. When people wanted, when half my Tampa Bay fans wanted Mariota, they wanted Jameis Winston. It's like it's the same shit. Now that Jameis Winston sucked, and Mariota sucked, you can't say shit now. It's just like you got to get rid of him. But on some Matt Ryan shit, no, Matt Ryan put in work, man. Forget it, man. His passer rating always been high. Even with Derek Cutter, his passer rating been high and shit. He's putting in work. So for people to diss Matt Ryan, that's people that's play Madden all day. They don't know football. That's people that play Madden all day.
And one thing, all these guys on ESPN and NFL Network, they hate him too, They don't give him any credit. And even the fans, they're still in love with Michael Vick, man.
Yeah. You ain't lying, bro.
I'm waiting for my chance to speak.
What you got, homie?
You ain't gonna say shit. No, hey, hold on. You can't have that. Go ahead, man.
That ain't my mic with the static.
Go ahead, Don Julio. Let's go, man.
What you got?
Don Julio.
Okay. Before I speak, I'm gonna tell you guys my history. I started watching the Falcons since 2010. So I'm not Michael Vick fan because I didn't have the chance to actually watch him play for the Falcons. So you guys can't use me against that. So I've been watching the NFL since 2010 completely, and since I'm a native Atlanta, resident, I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan. So all I had the chance is I watch every game for the Falcons fans since then. Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
So I was actually the biggest fan Atlanta Falcons. Matt Ryan fan. Before I literally like this is not he not a winner. Matt Ryan is not a winner. Such excuses for this guy. This guy had one of the best wide receivers. One of the best offensive coaches in the league, and you guys give him way too much excuses.
Wait.
Hold on.
Yeah.
No, I'm about to say who was the offensive? Who was the best offensive coordinator you say that you said that he had?
Because I want to know this.
Because you about to say Kyle Shanahan? You talking about Kyle Shanahan? That's what you talking about?
Yes, Kyle Shanahan is actually one of the best offensive.
The same coach that has the same record as Matt Nagy.
I say Dirk Cutter, man.
I'll give you Kyle Shanahan.
But even with Kyle Shanahan, like you said, Matt Ryan is the only MVP guy that he's coached. Offensive
K-Styles, put that record up again.
Okay. Let's. You guys believe Matt Ryan is a winner?
I don't see how you
No,
can say
he's
that
not.
he's not a winner because it's not like our defense is out here closing out games.
But you gotta remember what he said. He said he started watching in 2010.
2010.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I
Let
told
him
you guys
talk.
my history.
Hold on.
Go. Hold on.
That's
Yeah. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you. Yeah, go ahead.
So literally, when I look all the quarterbacks that are winners, I see them how they close the games, how they literally call audible plays when it comes to four quarters, how they actually like lead their team to win. And I don't see that on Matt Ryan. I never seen on Matt Ryan. Actually, all I see is Matt Ryan when it comes to decision making, when it comes to like literally the time to like make a good decision. I seen him panic. I seen him act like a rookie quarterback. I seen him not taking the lead. He doesn't lead the team. He's not that quarterback to lead the Falcons. You guys gotta have that winning mentality. He doesn't do all these things. He never does that.
So what is your game plan? So I'm gonna ask you. So what is your game plan to build this team? Okay, so if Matt Ryan, so we get rid of Matt Ryan, right? We're gonna go ahead and get rid of him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be a $40 million dead cap hit. So that's what you're gonna pay for him to get rid of him, right? So what is your game plan on how you can turn this team around?
Okay, this team literally is not just Matt Ryan right now. This team literally is fucked up. This team right now is not the answer is not Matt Ryan right now to get rid of Matt Ryan. This team is beyond fucked up on that. This team doesn't have defense. This team is way more fucked up than getting rid of Matt Ryan. If we get rid of Matt Ryan right now, we fucked up more than having Matt Ryan. We're gonna be way more sorry than having Matt Ryan. We're gonna be fucked up.
But you just said he wasn't it because he wasn't a winner. He's not the right quarterback to lead the team.
I'm talking about beyond before, right?
You contradicting yourself, though.
Hold on. Let him finish. Go ahead, Don.
Look. You guys actually gave way too much credit on Matt Ryan because most of the games that Matt Ryan came back on fourth quarter, just won those games. Matt Ryan, the kicker. Every time Matt Ryan,
who gets him in the field goal position?
No, Matt, because he fucked up because he couldn't finish the game
against the Saints.
Don, let me add this point real quick.
Well, against the Saints, that wasn't a comeback, man. Matt Ryan has a lead for
Matt Ryan won so much games. Real Falcon fan know this. I swear to God, Matt Ryan won every game for us.
How did Tom Brady win his first 2 Super Bowls?
No. Yeah. How did Tom Brady win most of his games in his career?
For real, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Cool.
How did he win the 2018 Super Bowl? Sony Michel.
Okay, look. But I'm saying, I gave him way too much credit for those fourth quarter comebacks.
Well, look at it like this.
Did his job on those drops.
Well, Tom Brady only has 12 more game-winning drives than Matt Ryan, and he's been in the league about 7 more years. So if you're going to sit here and say this about Tom Brady, you got to give Matt his credit too.
I told you before, I was Matt Ryan fan before I actually understood this guy's not a winner. I'm a Falcon fan since 2010.
So who wins his games? You saying it's the kicker?
2010.
No. I'm talking about his comebacks. How when Falcons fans be like, "Oh, Matt Ryan have the most fourth quarter comebacks." You guys don't give credit on Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan did the job.
Wait, Matt Ryan. I'm lost.
That's just the game.
Brian, the kicker.
I'm trying to figure something out. I'm trying to figure something out because if the energy,
I'm lost.
Hold on. Let me see. Because if the energy goes to that like that, when you say, okay, we know about Matt Bryan and his field goal kick, nobody took no credit away from him. We know what Matt Bryan do.
No.
No. Let me finish. So if you got that kind of energy towards Matt Ryan and saying, okay, his fourth quarter comebacks is predicated to kickers, to Matt Bryant, you got to have the same energy for all quarterbacks that make comebacks.
That's a fact.
Like I said, let me use an example. Everybody loves Lamar Jackson, but how many times has Justin Tucker done kicked field goals to win games for him?
Yes. Yes.
Do you have
you got a point. You got a point. You got a point.
But that's all I'm saying. Like I said, now if you would say, okay, Matt Ryan has underachieved as far as what he's had, see, that's an argument that you can make because, like I said, it's understandable. But when you start putting stuff out like that and coming up with all these other things on the discredit,
you made a great point. You made a great point. I think I overstepped that point. I give Matt Ryan, like I said, don't forget this. I'm good, but I'm Matt Ryan fan. As a Falcon fan, I'm not here. Like I said, I haven't witnessed the history Michael Vick made. I'm Matt Ryan fan. This is how I became a Falcons fan. So don't get rid of that. I feel like you guys gave way too much credit for those full quarter comebacks. The points mostly Falcon fans make when they debating for Matt Ryan, they be like, "Oh, he have the most full quarter comeback." Then they never bring Matt Ryan back. Matt Ryan on the point. Since I watch every game, I've seen Matt Ryan did not close the game. Then all of a sudden, he makes a couple plays. Then Matt Ryan wins the game for us. I'm aligned with you.
I just feel like that don't make sense. It's a team sport.
It's a team sport.
Look, this another game. That's another point. Falcons fans they be like team sport.
Hold on.
Yeah. Go and finish what you just said, man.
It's a team sport. Of course, it's a team sport. Let's not say Matt Ryan needs the best offensive line, best defense, best running back, best wide receiver. That's another point Falcon fan been bringing. It's not like that. We watch football. We watch NFL. We see a real quarterback make plays, audible plays, make these decisions to win a game.
Yeah.
Another example. We've seen when the Eagles won the full quarter, when they won the Super Bowl, when Nick Foles made that decision to go to make that play. I know you guys,
Yeah,
man, they were running RPOs all game.
And plus, even with that, even with Nick Foles, why did they trade Nick Foles the following year? Well, not the following year, but the year after that.
Nick Foles right at Whole Foods right now. Where's Nick Foles?
Who do you consider a real quarterback?
That's what I'm saying. A real quarterback. Who? What's a real quarterback?
Like, I got to know your standards.
Yeah.
Because there's 11 guys in football. This shit is not NBA. There's not one guy to take over the game. This is not NBA.
Crazy. Do you not remember that Seahawks game against the Legion?
He went off now.
Nobody brings up Adam Vinatieri helped Tom Brady win. No, it's a team sport.
Yeah.
Simple.
Like I said, that's why we always say
simple.
Every player is important on that field, no matter what position. A quarterback is only as good as the people around him. Well, that's what we have been preaching,
bro. Look at David Tyree. David Tyree had one of the best catches in probably history. You think people bring up David Tyree and that Eli Manning Super Bowl shit? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Come on, simple, bro.
But look, quarterback. Quarterback's the best.
Hold on. Go ahead, Don. Keep going. Wait, what about to say?
Yeah, of course. Let's not. Quarterback's the main player for the whole football team. Is it not?
Hold on. What you got?
So what I'm saying is Matt Ryan does not make sense. He does not. He just hides. I just see a player that's scared to make those decisions to win the game. He does not.
I feel like you can't really say that though, because you can't just key in on that part of the game, because you got to look at the game and its whole totality. Like, Matt Ryan does that after our defense kind of falls apart and lets the team back in. Like, you got to have ice in your veins to do that consistently for years.
Okay, have you seen quarterbacks make those decisions even though the defense failed? I'm asking.
Yeah, with Matt Ryan, have you seen him do it his whole career?
Most quarterbacks do that in the league. Like I said, I'll give you a perfect example. Let's look at the playoffs last year with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
When they played Tampa Bay.
Hey.
Yeah.
But look what happened in that game. Like I said, when he had an opportunity to win the game, did he take advantage? That's what I said. Every quarterback does the same thing. Like I said, I get where you saying as far as saying that, well, he could have won more games down the stretch than what he needs to. But just the thing is, just don't act like he's the only quarterback that does that. That's the only thing we're saying. That's the only thing we say. So it's not
okay.
So when we say
okay,
Because Tom Brady played atrocious. That's my word. Atrocious in that last game in the playoffs against Green Bay. Atrocious. And we still won. So I don't understand.
Yeah.
Hey man, we going on 3 hours.
Yeah, boy.
And,
We about to, I need to be going to sleep.
Let everybody get their last. We're gonna let everybody get their last take. We're gonna start
let's go back since 2010.
Yeah, you break.
Let me say my piece.
Go ahead, man. What you got?
I don't think that Matt Ryan look like somebody who's gonna win a Super Bowl.
Hold on, you said what?
Yeah, you just said too. You just said you hope he get a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I hope he win one, but he don't look like somebody who's gonna win one.
So the real you, please stand up.
Hey, Yeezy, you know what? That's the comment we were waiting for you to say, because I knew it was coming out eventually. I knew it was coming out because
we just want to win. That's code right there. We knew.
Yeah, I hope he win one, but to me, it don't look like somebody who's gonna win one. But I still got hope he win one. Yeah.
Hey man,
we gotta go. I gotta go,
man. Hey, like I said, this Friday night, man. Like I said, but the thing is, like, even when we like the disagreements when it comes to Matt Ryan and football, the main thing is we just wanted to have the conversation. That's all we wanted. And like I said, that's why I say you don't never be afraid to come on when you want the conversation.
Nah, thank you.
Hey, one thing, hey, Kiss time.
What's up?
I think you should do this thing more.
That's what Friday Night Mad is. We only do the call-ins on Fridays because, like I said, this is what Friday is. Everybody wants to be entertained, and like I said, these conversations are very entertaining because you get perspectives from different sides.
Yeah.
It's like I said, that's why I say it's a lot easier to say it on camera than sitting here typing it in the chat. It'll say
This is why I be spamming y'all because y'all don't read comments.
Hey, I have one more question.
Go ahead.
One more.
Go ahead.
Do you guys think Matt Ryan will last if he was any other extendary other than white? If he was brown, fucking let's just say yellow, black. If he was one of these if he wasn't white, other than if he was Chinese, let's just say he was Chinese. I'm not even gonna bring black. You think he will still be in the Falcons?
If he playing the career that he's had, yeah,
exactly.
Like
Same creed he just had. Same creed. 2010 playoffs, 2012 playoffs, 2013 playoffs.
We didn't even make it to the playoffs in 2013. What are you talking about?
No.
I mean, he's 16. I mean, I think he means 16.
Yeah. But like I said, you have to look at it like this. Like I said, you got a quarterback that's only missed 3 games his entire career, where most of the average quarterbacks done missed at least a season. So you got the availability. So it don't matter what color he is, regardless. Like I said, if he had the same career, we'll be saying the same thing.
Same creed, same stats, same everything. Same every losing
Let me just say this.
Exactly.
You know,
same everything. Same everything.
Hold on. Let me say this before y'all go. Let me say this. You know who hit Matt Ryan the most? Colin Coward. That dude on FS1. Colin Coward.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Hey man, hey, we gonna have to kind of cut it short because I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. Yeah.
Hey man, we appreciate everybody for joining, man. But
this is madness right here, boy. This is what Friday Night Madness is about. Like I said, everybody's welcome to come back on. Like I said, this is how we want it. Nobody was disrespectful to each other. Hey, this is how we do it. So, like I said, y'all come in. Like I said, you want to finish your discussion on next Friday's show?
Hell
You're
yeah.
welcome to come in.
Hell yeah.
Hey, so like I said, definitely we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Like I said, AFN, we ain't here to play, we here to stay. Y'all already know the rest. I'm a little
You
too
ain't
tired
gotta
to
go
do it.
home,
You ain't gotta go home.
Go Falcons. Go Falcons. Go Falcons.
but you gotta get the hell up
Falcons
out
for
of
life.
here.
Deuces.
Dude.
I gotta go work in the morning. Y'all ass is crazy.
Y'all had me down.